is up, everyone? It's me, Cal. I hope all the audio is okay. This music's probably loud as heck. It's new. My bad, everyone. We're back once again. It's me. It's the real attraction. Tim, say hello, Tim.
What's up?
And of course, for the first time ever, we also do have a special guest in the voice chat with us tonight. Can you introduce yourself, Shen?
Hey, what's up, dudes? I'm Chen. I helped Tim a little bit with the campaign, mostly by making a new video. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Tim is showing off the texture of this playmat you see on screen right now, which I've been told is felt, which seems pretty cool. Tim, are you bringing it to the tournament this Saturday?
Yeah, some people asked. I don't know. I'm going to make sure. I want to touch base with the people at Cloud City. Make sure that's okay.
Can you just bring this one so I can feel the felt? Because I'm like,
I will. Yeah, I'm actually going to. I will.
Moth looks so fuzzy, man.
Dude, he's so cute.
It'd be awesome.
Cute.
It's gonna be fun to just touch.
Oh yeah, it feels nice. If anybody got the mats I did that were the ones for MagicCon Vegas, it's the same kind of thing.
Ooh, man, I want to buy one of those so bad, but
I want one of those too, man.
I didn't get
I might have an extra one. I don't even know. I can look. This is exciting.
Dude, if you have an extra one, you can settle on eBay for probably like $1,000.
That's one of my secret thing. I'll have a secret secret stash of like stockpiling my own stuff just to leak it out to the market. Yes, this is happening. No, it's all good. Yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna expand this. I wonder if I can see. Oh, I can see chat. Okay, sounds my mood is there. Dude,
Tim is in chat for the first time ever. Look out, everyone! I'll probably largely be reading it.
Dude. Dude, Sounds by Moon, what's up? Yeah, we were just talking about you make some beats, so I'm really excited. Modfly and Useless, what's up? What's going on? Deal, what's going on? I've got some cool stuff to show you, so we're gonna bring it full circle.
What are we doing tonight, Tim?
We hit the 500. We hit 500.
Pog.
500.
Let's go.
We hit 500, which means that we are going to be drawing our next stretch goal mat. We're going to draw Winota. And just like if you're new to the show, soup to nuts. We're just doing it live, the whole thing. We're doing from blank piece of paper. We're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to turn it into something that looks like this by the time we're done. We've done it twice. We're going to do it again. It's awesome. And I've got some cool things to show everybody from our first ever inaugural stream. Here they are, dude.
Hey, yo! Man, those games so quick, dude.
The colors, it does not do it justice. These colors are super good IRL. These super like real rich golden yellow, and the purple looks good. And all the shout out, this is the cool part about doing these live on stream. Somebody suggested doing Hercules, Big Mom's Ride. We've got like all the little funny Easter eggs and like shout outs from chat. You know, Jen had some stuff, and then somebody suggested doing the Stan Lee cloud. I'll pull it in so you can see it.
Yeah, pull it down a little bit.
Yeah,
nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
wow.
It's kind of cool. So that one's here. And this was the first one we did, so it's kind of cool to see it come like, just like full circle.
Man, I can't believe it came that quick. That's wild.
Gamer match, baby. They're the best. All right, I'll show you what else we got here. So we got those that showed up.
Oh, more stuff?
Yeah, the storm match showed up. This is a little show and tell from the Gold Saber shop. Yeah.
This is a thank you for all of you for being early. You get to see all the cool secrets.
You're early? Show and tell.
Tim, I cannot believe that you got that already. I'm kind of just in awe of that.
I know. I actually sent it to him, Cal, like right after stream.
Yeah.
Magical Pie Guy on chat. Also, yes, we are about to hit $50,000. It would be really awesome if we hit $50,000 like on the stream. You know, Tim would be very psyched.
If you
got any friends, send them the link.
Tell all your friends. Tell everyone.
Your friends.
Buy it yourself. There's like less than 3 days left, so if you
Oh,
put
dude, check it out, dude. What he did. These are storm mats, that these are felt too.
Whoa, that's also felt? That's awesome.
Hell, here. You want to see it? No?
Dang. That's so
sorry.
sick. I thought like the white down in the lower left looked like a little like not super solid, but over camera, yeah, that would be because it's felt. That's so sick.
Yeah, it looks excellent in real life. So he just threw in a bunch of these. These look awesome. The felt ones. Hold up, I got some else. Felties.
I just want to say real quick, we've had 6 new followers already since we started streaming today, which does mean we've hit our current followers goal of 90. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the follows. Modfly, Baneslayer, Gart, Shenanigans, Dehigum, Scoobert the Third, Zach Dressing, and now we've got 3knock405. Thanks for the follows, everyone. Welcome to
Rain
Gold Sabertooth.
Holy shit, dude.
Welcome to Gold Sabertooth Power Hour.
Yeah, if you could see these, he did some foiling mats.
Hey yo.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
So this is actually like foil.
Oh
This is
yeah,
like
it's kind of like shiny.
Yeah, it's like a metallic mat.
Man, what can't gamer mats do?
That's so cool.
Weird gamer mats. And then what is this? Oh, whoa, this is straight foiled mat, dude.
Hey yo, another foil.
That's so
This
shiny.
one is like all foiled. This one's like
Holy
greened out.
shit. Wow.
Oh my god.
All right, let's put all of this in our back pocket for the Kickstarter next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy foiled.
Dude, you know what
This
you
is
could do? You
sick,
could do-
dude.
If Gamer Mats is down for it, you could do the storm mat, but like with foiling on the lightning bolts.
Woohoo!
Pretty cool.
This is insane. These are so cool. This is like Christmas morning. No idea. And then, oh, these are sick. Got 25 of these.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again, the
Malcolm
colors just
Breachy.
washed out. They look great in real life.
Malcolm Vile.
Oh, I said
Nah.
breach. That's embarrassing.
One last one, guys, then we'll get cracking.
That's super cool.
Show me
Tim,
one more, or else I'm gonna be bad.
Tim posted both halves of these on Facebook,
We
and I was
don't
like,
want
"That's not
thousands, man."
a correct aspect ratio for like a playmat. How's he gonna do? How's he gonna fit it on there?" And this is how he does it. I love it. Treasure hoe. Born to smash. I love it.
Born to smash.
Born to smash.
Born to smash. Forced to work.
This looks super cool. I'm excited to see these in person.
Yeah, these are so.
Are you
sick.
bringing this weekend? Oh, I think he's too far away.
He can't hear us.
Can't hear us. Quick, say things you wouldn't want him to hear about him. Gold Sabertooth is a nice guy. And he
I will
makes
be in
good art.
Cloud City this weekend for the Play to Win tournament.
Let's see. We've
Sick.
got 3knock405. Chunky looking great, Tim. Thank you again. Oh, is this our
Oh,
is this our chunky is this our
Requester?
chunky requester? Our chunky I am immediately blanking on the term.
Chunky
patron?
bacon.
There we go.
Chunky patron. Yeah, yes, sir. There you go.
That's a chunky.
If you brought the 49K right now, I mean, I'm not on camera, but I will be very excited. I'll give you a strong handshake when if I see you in person.
I was going to say, John, if you bump us up to 49,000, I'll tell you this: Tim will kiss you on the mouth.
Yes, that's a guarantee.
Happy GG. So excited for this Winota Playmat on the Kickstarter at Gold Sabertooth. Thank you, Happy GG. We are all excited to see what Tim cooks up.
Me too. I'm excited to see what Tim kicks up. Look for new ones, Bob.
Tim is ready to make something burst forth from his pen, but his pen is like quivering. It's full of unrealized creative power that even he does not know.
Exactly. That's what makes it even more fun, you know? Like even Tim doesn't know what he's gonna draw.
That's it. I'm gonna plug in. I'm gonna get some headphones on. Maybe it'll help.
Oh, sure.
You hear me better.
Nice. Yeah, you're a mod, Kev.
Kev, you've been a mod since stream 1. I can't believe you didn't realize till now.
Phone up user power, please.
Do you know who I want to be a mod? Kev. That's who I want to have power.
Yeah, exactly. When you tell me who I trust with the power to ban people from chat, it's Kev. Dargo Thrasmat? Yeah.
Dargo Thrasmak is so sick.
Dargo Thrasmat.
Rock Thrash.
Rockfest is the new one you can add to the collection. Play more teamer. I'm good at knowing what is appropriate and what is not. Yeah, that's all you need. That is all you need. Yeah, it's a great idea to do all the partners and kind of like half mats like that.
Yeah, it's a very fun concept, IMO.
It's a very fun concept, especially because you can kind of throw Thras with like almost any other partner and probably be okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Blood pod, nice. Yeah, I was daydreaming about Thras Ishai a while back, like a few weeks ago. Just because there are a lot of ways to make infinite mana, in Bant. And then if all else fails, you just have a really big bird.
Oh yeah.
You just hit people with it.
Oh yeah. Blood pod was one of the things that Tim was pretty heavily considering, but it just kind of didn't hit the threshold. If you were, we kind of had a lot.
Well, if we hit 60,000, I'll do it. I'll do anything.
Oh, what?
60,000. Oh, brother.
We hit 60K.
All right, you heard it here, Happy GG. If you can get together about $10,000 worth of friends backers, we can get it done.
I don't want to shake down anybody.
Hey man, listen,
Someone tell the Blood Pod Discord.
You don't know how many friends Happy GG has, Like maybe Happy GG has lots of rich friends. Could make it happen.
Magical Pie Guy, Dargo Thrasius mat was fantastic. I bought the last one Tim had at the Boil for my good friend.
Oh, nice.
You know that guy.
That's true. Yeah, thanks for picking that up. I think I have maybe like my personal copy, or I don't even think I have one left. I think they're all gone.
Very expensive.
All right, Tim.
Let's do it.
You know what time it is. Tell us what you're doing here. Walk us through the process, my friend.
So the first thing I want to do is we're gonna start pencil drawing, and then we're gonna turn it into an ink drawing. So the first thing I like to do is nothing too high tech, but I do like to grid out my paper. So the reason why I do this is just to make sure the proportion, I have control or some sort of awareness of the proportions of the drawing. Because as you can see, the Bristol board I'm working on, this paper, is not proportionate to the dimensions of the playmat, which are 24 by 14. And generally, I do an illustration that's 24.5 by 14.5, just to give me like a half-inch bleed. So this is something, again, you just figure out from doing it a lot. And obviously you goof it up a lot until you don't goof it anymore. But this is how I started doing it, was just kind of gridding out my paper in a way, kind of making some dynamic line work. And this kind of helps me just like balance my drawing, so that way I can successfully adapt it to the proportions of the playmat when it's time to digitize it. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Real quick intercession here, Tim. We are in fact now over 49K with I believe the backing of one useless knowledge.
No way. Are we really? We're over 49?
Yes, we're over 49.
49 and 50. So
Pog. Next stop 50K.
Next stop 50.
Next stop 50.
We're gonna hit it. Next stop 50. We're gonna hit it. Honestly, I honestly, dude, we're at 505 backers. I feel so lucky. This is awesome. I was telling Cal today that I feel simultaneously surprised and like not surprised. I can't explain. I'm like blown away, but also like, oh yeah, this community rules. Like these people are awesome. So It's a little bit of both, which is cool. So I'm just so thankful to everybody. I'm so thanks.
I'm so thankful.
I'm so thanks. So we're gonna draw Winota. She's the joiner of
forces. About the gridding a little bit. Why are you doing it diagonally?
Why do it diagonally?
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Chen. I'll show you. The reason why I add the diagonal lines is because it's dynamic for me. I like coming up with like dramatic poses and line work, and it's something I kind of do intuitively just as an illustrator, you know. But you can see here. You can see like some of my other drawings. Like here's Chunky.
Oh yeah.
And then you can kind of see how like these, when I sketched it, I did those lines, and sometimes I usually just keep like an example.
Oh, cool.
You can kind of see how these lines play into the drawing. Like it kind of helps me figure out like where this arm should go and kind of the angle of this arm, you know, and look at like the way it goes from his tail all the way down over his hip to the tip of his nose.
Really
kind of line on the hat.
This is some like secret info.
Dude. We're big chunk in here, dude. Dude, Modfly, see Modfly, dude. Mod, you gotta get a stream too. Do you have one where you draw for people live? Maybe you already do. If you do, I want to subscribe. I don't watch much Twitch, but I'd be down to. I only watch pretty much like Mod and like Useless's streams, pretty much.
Oh, he says he used to.
Oh, you used to? That's cool. Yeah.
4 years ago.
Oh, that's cool. So we're gonna do Winota, and Winota, she's really cool. She's a deck I really liked. You know, I'd like to see more people take it on Winota. I think it's a brave new world. I think it's worth trying. And when drawing Winota, yeah, I want Winota to be key in this. But also with Winota, I want her homies in the picture. So like these crazy monsters, like this like bear armadillo thing, like he's got to be in it. You know what I'm saying? And her pose is kind of iconic. So I think with Winota, you know, I definitely want her body here, her arm, you know, and this kind of sword is gonna kind of follow that kind of powerful line down. So I think I would just start with like that sword, you know, and she, you know, Winota is cool. She's a pretty cool disabled commander. She has one arm. I think at first glance people don't know Winota has one arm. She does.
Yeah.
One armed queen, and then, you know, it's kind of like her torso is kind of what's important. You know, in her dress, or like kind of like a skirt or a kilt or something. She has like a cummerbund kind of thing around her waist. She got these really cool shoulder pads, and because like she's on Ikoria, you know, and she's like friends with humans and non-humans or whatever, like her shoulder pads kind of, you know, if you tell, they have like they look like they have like armadillo plating on them with fur, and they're kind of like riffing off of that armadillo up here, that armadillo bear.
We have a really quick and interesting question from chat here, Tim, that I wanted to.
Yeah, what's up?
Baneslayer, first time chat. Welcome, Baneslayer. Asks, are you going to emphasize the missing arm?
Yeah, I want to make it clear.
Right as you get to where it is.
Yeah. I'm actually right now. You know, I want to make it full display. I mean, I think sometimes when you look at these drawings, you know, magic cards are small, so the dimensions change, and I think that's. I had a portfolio review with the folks from Wizards, and one thing they talked about was like understanding the scale. Like, you can have a really beautiful drawing, but if it doesn't read miniaturized, you know what I mean? That it's not successful. Like this drawing I did of like Nadu token, right? It reads really well from a distance. Like even this, it's small here, you can tell what's going on. You see the bird, you see the two, you see the text box, and I think it works even better on this side because there's more contrast. But it really pops out. So I think when you're doing these, like some of the things, I mean, I'm no it's a tricky scene for Winota because as far as magic cards go, you're looking at the card here, you know, she's not that like pronounced in the composition. She's kind of small in the card. As opposed to like another card actually similar to that is like, which card I like is Yorion. Like Yorion is like a skinny little wisp on his card. You know, it's about the composition is about the expanse of the sky. And with her, the composition is more almost like a battle scene. So even though generally it's not like other magic cards, who's an example where like, you know, well, I don't know, like here, like Tevish, this Tevish I really like this Tevish, like, you know, he's the focal point of it's an alternative frameless composition. It's not normal traditional, but he's more pronounced in the composition than Winota, whereas Winota is kind of like she's more like the central character in a scene. So that's something I would say is unique about Winota's art. And I think for the playmat, it's still gonna have a scenic quality, but I kind of want to make Winota maybe we'll bump her up in stature and in like in like a focal point from a compositional regard.
Yeah, I think the art on the card is very much focusing on the joiner of forces aspect, you know?
Right. Like it's her with like her ensemble, you know? Yeah, it almost looks more like less like a legendary creature card and more like a comic book cover in that regard.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I think. You know?
That's super true. I mean, also with the thing for scale, like I actually really love landscapes in Magic the Gathering. And I've met a lot of artists at cons and stuff where they have, you know, like blown up prints of their art. And even for art that I really, really love, that I've like looked at a bunch of times, you know, like when you see the print, when it's larger, there's tons of details that I didn't know was in the art.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think with this case, with Winota, we're going to, sorry if it's a little blown out, but it'll start showing up when I do this in ink. I'm just kind of getting this thing. There's our girl Winota. Of course, it's a gold saber-tooth drawing. We had to give her a crazy hat with an eyeball. Everyone gets the hat with an eyeball around here.
It just comes standard.
Standard. You get you get the standard eyeball hat.
You gotta sell those beanies with an eyeball on them. That's so
the cool. Eyeball. Someone shout out to Ben Zippy. He was bringing up. He's like, "When are we getting gold saber-tooth eyeball thing?" I was like, you know what? It's almost time. We might have to kind of got some eyeball beanies.
Dude,
but
I feel like the eyeball beanie kind of reminds me of like the V for Vendetta mask, you know, like we'll show like all the gold saber-tooth heads show up
with their eyeball beanies. So we got Winota. That's gonna be kind of how she's gonna fit into the composition. Her arms up. She's holding her sword. She's got her shoulders. We got her arm here. Her where her amputated is with her arm stub. We got our big shoulder pads. We can even emphasize those a little bit. In this drawing too, you're kind of looking up at her a little bit. So you got the shadow under her chin, shadow under her nose, and her eyes are kind of dark, you know? And she's actually featured on another Magic card. I'm gonna save this one so we can look at it. But it's some anyone in chat know what it's called? There's another card that shows her. It's like an enchantment. It's like a spell from the set that like returns something, puts like a lifelink counter on it.
Tell me what it does, and
I'm opening up Scryfall Tagger. It is Unbreakable Bond. That's her sorcery. Yeah.
Oh, that's her. I didn't realize
her Unbreakable Bond is her plus her. Yeah, that's her little buddy.
I see that. Yeah, like her armadillo pal.
The armadillo guy. So the armadillo guy needs to feature prominently. And like, so yeah, what card is the armadillo? We don't. Unbreakable Bond. There it is. Look at it. You can see there she is, Winota, with like her. So one more about Winota, she does have these like goth, dark eyes. That's like her thing, I guess. And maybe that's her like trying to look like a raccoon or something. Like
gives you like
look like her critters, you know. And she's got those like little buns. They're trying to like kind of like her little buns are kind of like those cat ears, you know. They're like anime cat ears.
Yeah.
And that's the cool part about doing these drawings. Sometimes like you understand a card a lot better because you're like, oh, I didn't even notice that. There's a lot of stuff you don't notice till you draw it.
That's really cool.
Put an unbreakable bond up on screen for chat's sake, just for a few moments here. There we go.
Yeah, good drawing. You can see there's
record timing.
Nice.
unbreakable bond. And there he is. There's the giant guy, and he's like,
man,
thank you.
It's wild to see him from that angle, because the entire time, until you even pointed out that you can kind of see his armadillo stuff going on in the original Winota art, I kind of just always assumed it was just a big wolf,
No.
He's
a big boy. He's a big old boy.
They're pretty pointy. They look kind of like wolves.
Yeah.
Baneslayer is asking, will this map be available through the Kickstarter?
Yes, it will be.
110%.
110%.
We are doing this as the stretch goal for 500 backers. So we are definitely.
We are at 506 backers. So
yeah. So, and even if we, for whatever reason, some miraculous reason, dip below 500, do not worry. We'll be keeping it on there.
No. Only up, no down. Only up.
Yeah. It's like football. It's like once you've advanced, it's you broke the plane. The plane has been broke. You can get pushed out of the end zone, but it's still a touchdown.
Jazz said I was too quiet, so I've turned myself up. Hope I'm not too loud now. My bad, everyone.
I'm gonna put the giant armadillo guy here.
Yeah.
And we can change him a little bit because he has pointer ears in this one, but in the image he has little rounder ears. But it's all good. It must have just been give her a bear, dog, armadillo guy. I don't know what the art direction was. We'll probably find out, But it's cool that he's featured in both of these cards, or she, or her big pal.
Yeah. I have another question kind of along these lines, Tim. So I would say your different playmats for different legendary creatures. A great many of your playmats have historically been focused on different legendary creatures for commander decks, right? How often would you say that you draw upon the original art for said cards beyond maybe just a little bit of a vibe? Because even just looking at this right now, there's obviously a huge difference in between what you're doing here and what you've done with, say, even Thrasios, where you kind of just turned him into a little slug fish guy, or
I think with Winota, I think the difference is that I feel I have more range or valence with something like Kinnan or Roger or something that.
Your Crom is really funky, for example.
Yeah.
But do you feel more drawn, I guess, to realism with humans?
No, maybe a little bit, but then again, I think with Winota, something about the pose on the card. She only has one printing for starters. The pose is kind of iconic, and she's not really distinct in a way. You know what I'm saying? She's I don't know, she's only featured on 2 cards, so she doesn't exist in the same kind of lore way that Atali does, he's on a bunch of cards. But even the Atali drawing I just did last night at my dad's house, that I'm working on playmat from, this one, you can kind of see, I thought that pose was so cool in the card that I wanted to keep that kind of side pose. So, and just isolated image of it. So I guess it depends. I guess it's about feel sometimes. But I think if I did a zoom up of Winota's head, it may
not translate as well.
It may not read as Winota unless I had put a lot of context clues in. But this one, I just think the pose is so iconic to the card. It's so iconic that I just feel it's the vibe.
Yeah, so you're translating, you are communicating.
Vibes.
But here specifically, you're visually communicating that it's Winota by the fact that she has one arm, by her pose, her armor. She's got her buddy, because she's not a hyper distinctive character design as some have been.
And she has not been featured on a bunch of cards, you know.
Right.
It's
so
not like
if we were to like adhere really closely to what she looks like, maybe some people still wouldn't get it because they haven't seen it.
right. That's a great point, Chen. I could do this. I could like really like go all out and like make it look like Winota, and they might not know it's Winota. So like if I did a Winota and I had to like a lot of artistic licensing and made her hair different and like changed her looks, you know, they really wouldn't know it's Winota. So I feel, you know, unless I put a lot of contextual support.
Definitely. We did have an interesting question from chat earlier that I wanted to shout out. Of course, it was, I believe, from Fiendish Duo MTG, whoever that is. Excited to see what references you use for the beasties. And then Conspicuous Scoop, hello Ken, for first time chatter, said we need the 0 droppers at minimum plus Drannith and Kiki. And someone also said also gotta have Ornithopter. I think that is kind of one of the fun things about like making like a Winota playmat in your style is that you can kind of directly reference like, you know, the CEDH deck more, and that's like, oh, what is Winota joining together? Fucking a weird ass Phyrexian 0 drop creature with Rick.
Yeah,
but I don't
know.
And my personal favorite, Blade Historian, just
it's
because
true.
I just love doubling stuff, man. Blade Historian is a sick card.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of like I love doing this too, is like doing it live, like something like this, because I know there's people who are tuning in that play this deck and they can chime in and be like, oh yeah, play this card or we're off of this card, and you know, I'll try my best. You know, sometimes like I just don't make people happy. They're like, you forgot this one spell, and I'm like, it's not my deck. You know, I'm trying my best. You know, that's why you are the expert. So I'm glad to have people here who know. I have a kind of an idea of what are Winota cards, you know. But
how do you decide when to transition to markers from sketching?
How do I decide? I felt like I had enough to start going now. So just again, once I kind of have a big idea of like the full composition, I feel confident to just going. Once I just have a feel for the full composition, then I start.
Oh, and another interesting question from chat.
Yeah.
Would basically, I'm going to expand on their question a little bit. Would you entertain doing both a like more minimalist version and a filled out version of, I guess specifically this one, but also like more of your pieces?
Yeah, I'd do that for sure. I mean, it depends. Sometimes I feel like I want to do something less busy, and sometimes do something a little busier. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. But ultimately, you know, I'm at the service. I have artistic licensing, but I also, you know, I'm at the service of other people, and I want to make people happy. And if they have a good idea and that's what they want, if I did like a play mat that was pretty busy, and they're like, oh, you know, I think like a Karn mat would be better toned down. I would always contemplate doing a variant or anything. You know, at the end of the day, I'm creating art, but I'm creating art for other people. I'm creating art for the service of others. So it's a little bit different. You know, it's not just like about my vision, and I think that's something I do like. I mean, even as a writer, you know, I wasn't just writing purely fiction. Like I worked as a journalist a lot, so you know, you're writing, but you're writing for other people, you know, and you're telling other stories. In some way, an illustrator is similar to that. You know, you are in the service of others, and I like that. I don't think it's like a debasement of art. I don't think it's a dirty way to make art. I think it's awesome. It's how my father made art. It's how my grandfather made art.
Enjoyer.
Yeah, but sincerely, not just like Roy Lichtenstein, like incorporating the Ben Day dot patterns. I mean, like I really were like Warhol's Brillo boxes or something. Like I legit like. Well, I'm doing like some logo work for like the chainsaw repair store where my wife has her chainsaw repaired. You know, I'm happy to do that kind of art too. You
That's
know,
like
and
the most Tim thing I can think of.
Yeah. You get
I'm
a
drawing
logo
a
for, like,
magic card
change.
tonight, and then tomorrow I gotta draw a logo for a chainsaw repair store.
Just the huge. So that's a secret life I do. And some of my patrons too have companies, and I've done like different kind of logature for them, and I'm happy to do that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting to talk about like art versus illustration, because in my head, like the way I separate the two is like if you really
How
are
do
doing-
you?
I just think like gallery art is more about like the artist and what the artist is trying to convey, and illustrative art is kind of what you said about more like it serves a purpose, right? It's got to like convey,
Utilitarian aspect.
yeah, like it's a little more utilitarian. It's got to convey like the thing your client wants it to convey.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, so that way of doing this, it feels sincere to me. Like it feels honest to what my desires are as an artist. Like I feel good about that because it's
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah, that's how I feel about
That's
art.
okay.
I like like because that's in some ways that I had a great professor named Todd McRain, and he would say in a lot of ways, every time you go into a gallery and you go into the MoMA and you see a Cy Twombly drawing of these kind of sketches and marks are kind of frantic on a large canvas, and you realize that this painting is worth millions of dollars, and there's always someone who's my kid could do this. And
Yeah,
the
but
truth
they
isn't,
didn't. I don't know.
No, but Cal,
I know.
Cal,
I'm kidding.
The knee-jerk reaction of artists is to say
Well, they
that
did
is
it.
Yeah. Well, no, just to be like, oh well, there's actually jokes on you because this is actually very, very important. Or they look at Malevich's like White series, of like blank canvases. They're like, oh no, but you guys understand, or Stolowitz drawings. You're like, no, it actually is really cerebral, and like if you actually read all the books they read, then you'd get why these make sense. Or there's a reason why this like Ballantine beer can or this urinal is in the gallery, and like I think that is kind of a cop out. It's just like no. It's just that like the people are too lazy. The people are not intellectual enough. Like if they read more books or they got the historical and cultural and critical context, then they would really be amazed. But on some level, the onus is on the artist in the art industry to not leave the common person out of the conversation of art.
Do a better job communicating, yeah.
Yeah, and that way it's that's it. As artists, we are communicators, and I think that is something that I care about. And he said, in many ways, that is when he fails, and I agree. That is when modern art fails. That's when art fails. Is when it becomes a language that is only a rarefied language, only spoken by a group of intellectual or cultural elites. And I just feel like there are illustration leaves room for a certain kind of aesthetic populism that I care about.
Aesthetic populism was actually a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because I love going to art galleries, but I feel like for a lot of modern pieces, if I don't read the plaque, I don't think I have a very good sense of maybe some of the things.
Yeah, and I feel like that, but that's not. But don't you think that certain art should speak for itself on some level? I'm not saying art has to just be photorealistic, where it'd be like, wow, that looks just like that's so realistic that I thought that really was a bowl of fruit there, it really just it flabbergasted me. But then that's its own kind of shtick and its trick, and that's not really that kind of interesting to me either. It's that's like those people at the fair who can write your name on a grain of rice. You're like, wow, that's also I think in some way a dereliction of what art can truly be.
Yeah, you've mentioned this to me before. Actually, we should
the grain of rice.
You were talking about more at some point. Yeah, something like the grain of rice, because you were talking about mini paintings and how mini paintings are cool, but I don't know if just cool is too.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's I think that's its own kind of thing. There's certain people who are like, oh, gold, you should do you should paint altars, and it's just not my thing. I don't have anything against it. It's just not my thing. I just don't. I mean, if I trained in it but in a way, this is my thing, playmats and tokens and t-shirts are my thing because that's just my experience and that's my lived experience and that's my training. And my father and my grandfather were both commercial illustrators. You know, my grandfather did the I think I told you, he did the Red Sox logo. He did the logo for in the 60s, I think. And then he did the Brooklyn Dodgers. Damn bums. What? Yeah, he did.
No, you haven't told me this yet. That's super cool.
Secret. All right, now you know it. Everyone in chat knows. He did the Yoo-hoo logo. He did these drawings for the New York Yankees of famous Yankees of, you know, what's his name? Yogi Berra and Joe DiMaggio. And he did some of the first like t-shirts. And it was funny too when my dad tells a really funny story of like him doing the t-shirts for like the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Montreal Expos and stuff with like their logos on them. And he said, why would anyone want to print on an undershirt? You'll never see it. He had no idea, like it was pre-t-shirt, like no one wore, you know, like why would you want to put these silk screens on an undershirt? He had no idea.
Looking back, that just sounds so ridiculous because everyone just wears t-shirts these days. But I guess
but in those days, like you would never go out. He's like, oh, it's a nice print, but you'll never see it, you know. And it was just pretty funny. Just such a. His name was Tim Toronto. He was my grandfather. That was it.
Wait, are you what number Tim Toronto are you?
Just Tim Toronto 2.
2, okay. Just
only two. We're a rare breed.
I'm not gonna pass along.
I think looping back around to some of what you guys were saying about art speaking for itself and stuff. I think like where I max out is like on Rothko. I think that's where I max out.
Like Mark Rothko stuff, you think it is sublime, or you think it's you're like, oh yeah, I can buy this, or you think it's kind of like,
well, I think Rothko, I think is like, it sounds so stereotypical, but when I've like seen Rothko on like in books or digitally or whatever, I was like, okay. And then I saw some of his stuff in person, like at the Smithsonian, and I was like, holy shit, I get it now.
That's big.
Yeah, that I agree.
It's just like humongous fields of absolutely insane color interplaying with each other in a very interesting way. It's a little bit different when it's like 2x3 on your computer screen and compared to like 9x13 feet in front of you.
And you can see like the texture.
Yes, definitely.
With flying on the screen, you can't really see the brushstrokes as well.
You're right, and it's true too. And yeah, context matters too of where you're seeing the art. But I do think that with another artist similar, is that and then that comes where they say the that the Rothko talked about the consummated experience of artist and viewer is like that kind of a certain kind of transcendentalism, and I think that another artist that kind of does a similar thing where you like see a reproduction or try to hear it explained, you're like, whatever, is James Turrell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I saw James Turrell's like.
I've seen like 2 James Turrell pieces.
What's up?
I've seen, I think, 2 James Turrell pieces.
You've seen 2 James Turrell pieces?
Pretty sure. He's light artist, right? Yeah,
light artist. Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
I've seen 2 of his like installations.
I saw one of his things at the MoMA, I think.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah. And it's also in the Hotline Bling video from Drake.
That's
really? That's James Turrell?
Yeah. Do you know that like famous meme where Drake is like, no, yes, like that is like that like no, that binary yes, no, like this is cool, that's not cool. Drake meme that is from a James Turrell.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that video does make sense that that's James Turrell. It's just really funny.
Dude, I have a crazy. I hope Modanon is not Dan in chat.
Well, Dan is streaming in 10 minutes, so I hope that Dan is not in chat.
Dan would make fun of me because he would say this is a kind of Tim Gold Sabretooth, Tom Bombadil story, but it totally is. When I was in Arizona, I live in northern Arizona, and I used to tutor some kids during the pandemic, doing like a distance learning program for Coconino County in Arizona Public Schools during the pandemic. So I would meet up with some kids and just like help them explain their work to them, and got hired through the school district to do this thing, blah, blah, blah. But there's no schools weren't open, everything was open, so we would meet at this like general store in a town area called like Loop, Arizona, and it's actually near James Turrell's Rodin Crater. So Rodin Crater, if anyone knows,
yeah. I do know.
So Rodin Crater is like this super. It's an actual. There's a series of craters there actually in the Painted Desert area of Arizona. So that's near like Petrified Forest and the Grand Canyon, and it's super interesting part of the country. And there's all these like large like conical meteor crater sites. It's actually near Meteor Crater, Arizona, which is that giant, which is actually super cool if anyone's ever been. It's this giant meteor crater. You can go up and check it out. And anywho, he like bought this crater and he's turning it into like 20 years ago, and he's been spending millions and millions of dollars to turn it into this like art installation. Yeah. And anywho, he lives out there, and a lot of people have like, oh yeah, I worked for James Turrell, or I did this thing, and you meet a lot of people who are like contractors and woodworkers who are like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy, I worked for him, and I was working at this market, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if I'll meet James Turrell sometime. And because I saw him speak years ago when I was an undergrad at Cornell, he came and like talked about light art, and it was awesome. He's a Quaker, he's a super interesting guy, very intellectual, but he's kind of like a cowboy, And I'd been out working for these at this general store, like tutoring this kid, and this old guy would come in with like his dogs, and he had like this blue Jeep, and he would come in and just like talk to us, and I had my dog Ranger with me, my dog Alfie, and he would like talk to my dogs, and they would play with his dogs and stuff. And it wasn't until we were moving to another town in Arizona, I realized it was James Turrell the whole time. Yeah. He was like coming into the market and like buying like a root beer and like just like,
oh yeah, I'm familiar with James Turrell's work.
That's really that is a very Tim story.
Yeah, it was like the wildest thing. I was like,
that's awesome.
What the fuck? Okay, so this is something we're gonna fix in post. The hand looks too cramped. It doesn't look right. It looks wrong. It looks wrong also because the way I'm sitting, I'm kind of drawing from an angle, and it looks better from this angle. From on top, it looks weird, but that's okay because I'm actually going to stretch this out on the computer. So fear not. Things will look a little weird and distorted, but we're gonna fix it all up.
That's the magic of Procreate TM.
That's the magic of the internet.
Speaking of Rothko a little bit, Cal, there's something called the Rothko Chapel in Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, have you been, Chad?
I have been actually.
Oh, I've never been. I heard it's really cool.
Hexagonal structure where each wall has like a giant Rothko on it. It was very cool. I went there on like a random, I think Tuesday. So I think it was me and like one other person. And it was a very neat experience. Like the way that they designed it, like light, like time of day, like really plays into it. But you get to just be basically surrounded to like 360 degrees by these Rothkos.
I heard it was super cool, man.
That sounds so sick.
Check it out if you're ever in Houston.
Well, I have bad news. I just Googled it, and apparently it currently is indefinitely closed because of hurricane damage, which I would assume means that the Rothkos have been damaged.
Oh, no.
Man, that's wild.
Oh, that's my God, that's brutal. Crazy.
Yeah.
This is not...
Hurricane Beryl.
This is like not...
That's what happens when you name a fucking hurricane after a semi-precious stone.
True.
This is not something I thought I would have to worry about when I was younger. The fact that like I could go visit places that I can no longer visit.
Yeah, you just can't actually like visit anymore. I wonder if like the building itself is like damaged or if the art itself is damaged. I'm not sure.
I hope it's just
that's the. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Some leakage in the roof. 3 of the panels are affected to varying degrees, so it is some of the art.
I think they can fix the art, though. I didn't break to you guys. From an art historical, art preservation context, you'd be blown away what they can do.
I'm sure. They do some pretty cool new techniques now, yeah.
They can do anything. Although, it does also make me remember, does anyone remember that fresco of Christ that
Jesus.
ended up looking like the monkey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
one of my
the-
favorites.
Yeah.
That woman was like, I got this. I can do it. I got
All
this.
right, don't worry, Chad. I'm gonna put it up on screen if you don't know what we're talking
Please,
about.
please.
I'm putting it up. I'm putting
Find
it
the
up.
before and after picture. Yeah, find the before
Oh,
and after
I've got
picture.
it. I've got the before and after picture. Let's put it
I think
in
it was
the
like
upper
what was
left
the
up
story?
here.
The story was like this was like somebody who just worked there, like a nun or something.
Yeah, she was just like
Yeah.
an old woman in like the church parish. She wasn't
Like,
like an art.
How hard could this be? Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
could.
Yeah, she's
so
like, how hard could it be?
brutal.
There it is.
Man.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
One of my favorites.
Oh boy, that is very good. That is very good.
Now I'm gonna cover up
Speaking
the
of-
screen with Rothkos. Don't mind me.
Speaking of faces that don't really look like the faces, what is it? I think is it the Dwayne Wade statue that just got
Oh yeah.
released recently that people were
No, I
making
didn't
fun
see
of?
it. Is it bad?
Oh,
Oh,
Bad.
it's so bad. It doesn't look like him at all.
Is it as bad as the what's his name? Soccer player.
that's what, yeah. I was just
Ronaldo?
gonna say if you just yeah, the Ronaldo statue. People were comparing
The
it to the Ronaldo
Ronaldo is so bad that it's actually kind of
statue. So
funny.
bad. The Ronaldo statue is legitimately just like very very scary. Like when I see it, I'm like, yeah, this is like nightmare fuel.
The Dwayne Wade?
The Ronaldo one. Dwayne Wade's just kind of looks a little more like I don't really know how to describe it. It just doesn't look right.
No,
you
it
know?
just it doesn't look like him.
Something
It's
is
like
something is.
it just looks like a
yeah.
different person. It doesn't even look like
Definitely
particularly bad. It just looks like someone else.
Also, like I feel like something about it is like a little sinister. It's like not quite registering as human for me. At least the face.
All right, chat. You've got to see the. If you don't know what a Rothko is, don't worry. I'm putting one of my favorite ones on stream too. There we go. We're just gonna put a little Rothko.
Statue havers.
On
Woo
here
Rothko in chat.
Yeah, I do love that.
Honestly, thanks to Jen,
All right.
thanks to Jen and Cal coming and help me do this.
Of course.
I
I
will
don't
say
know. I would be so. If it was just me, this would be so boring because I wouldn't even know.
no.
what. It would be boring. It would be boring if it was just me.
Your artistic process, man. This looks great.
Nah, it would be dumb because
right,
I would
so-
be like, I would be paying attention to anybody.
So this is gray and blue. That's it. It's gray and blue. Sorry, blue and gray. My bad.
Wait, you got it all backwards. I didn't know what you said. What did you say?
Yeah, it's Rothko's blue and gray.
I'm just joking.
You can tell it's called blue and gray because it has a massive gray background with some blue and some like off-white on top of it.
Yeah. My man was very literal with his namings.
So it's not just a clever name. The shitty Beatles, are they any good? They suck.
Oh yeah, here we go. Good question from chat. GameStopper6. Are we able to suggest future ideas here?
Let me think. Yes, GameStopper. By the way, GameStopper, one of my patrons. What's up, homie? Yeah, of course.
Nice.
I love suggestions. This might be the best way to get a hold of me. I want to say a sincere apology to everyone in chat who's messaged me on Instagram or Patreon or Twitter or anywhere. Or my DMs are a cesspool. I can't wade through them. I'm trying my best. So I'm sorry if I haven't gotten back to you. I'm not ignoring anybody, but if just like put me on blast live and ask me anything you want, I will answer now because this is easier for me. But I'm here.
Yeah.
Him in front of people.
Getting Tim on stream so he can be in front of the people for a few minutes.
Yeah, Tim
For
is
the people, dude.
for the people.
That's it, man. I'm willing to go on Rogan for 3 hours.
A partner playmat mimicking the Dwayne Wade and LeBron alley-oop dunk. That would be.
What about partner playmat between Wade and the and Ronaldo statues?
The D Wade and LeBron alley oop dunk is so sick though.
That is
Actually,
pretty good.
it's sick.
All right, I'll put that up on screen too. Don't worry, everyone. I'm here to help you make sure that you all understand every single cultural reference that is made in the chat. This is a offline
These are the
friendly
slides. These are the
space.
slides.
There you go. Search up the Rodan crater. Who else did we talk about?
Rodan Crater, James
Look up
Terrell,
some random ass
There you
soluets.
go.
Soloids, get some Cy Twombly's on there.
That's what we're talking
I
about,
want
chat.
Milovich's White Series. I want to talk. We're talking about Ornette Coleman and Alice Coltrane.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Ornette Coleman.
We are going to talk about.
We haven't
Oh,
talked
man, I was
about.
listening to.
I don't feel like
I
we
was
talked
listening
about
to
this.
some good music the other day.
You liked 80s, 60s to 80s jazz.
Okay,
Oh, I love all music.
we have a question in the chat that I didn't answer at the chat, but I just wanted to shout it out too in case anyone else has the same question about the Kickstarter. I'm getting the 4 playmats for the Kickstarter, but I wanted to know if I could get 2 of the same mat. The answer is yes.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
of
get
course.
4 of the same mat as you want, if you want.
Ooh,
Yeah, if you're freaky like that and you want 4 of the same mat, we will make it happen.
corner the numbers. Get
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yep.
Lock for yourself.
All right, we can go back to talking about Coltrane.
Ornette Coleman. No,
We're gonna bore everybody. We're gonna bore
yeah,
everybody.
Ornette Coleman.
That's the wrong Coltrane.
No, that's correct.
Not Alice Coltrane. We're Alice Coltrane.
Alice
Joe.
Coltrane, but that's John.
That was John, not Alice.
I took a class in college that was 60s to 80s jazz.
Sounds up
and
my alley.
It was like probably one of the best classes I took in college, even though it had nothing to do with my major, which is electrical engineering.
That's good.
But I was like,
good
this is
that.
awesome. And I think, now that I've been graduated from college for a couple of years, the classes I really remember are classes that did not have anything to
Outside your major.
do. Yeah, definitely.
That's our advice. As old, take it from the olds.
Take it from the olds.
Classes you take outside your major. Yeah, I was an art major, but I took a class that was I took a class about Egon Schiele and Gustav Mahler and art in Ringstrasse, Vienna, and that was like one of the coolest classes.
Yeah.
I love that class.
That's super cool. I mean, their
You
music
learn
is
Mahler.
bombastic enough to be almost visual, I feel like. That's kind of
Mahler
the
is
thing.
incredible.
Yeah.
See, it's funny. This is turning out way more like photorealistic than I.
Then yeah,
intended,
a lot of your playmats happen too.
You never know.
I do also love the like, fur. Like as someone who does not really draw, like the fact that her like shoulder pauldrons like clearly are like look soft. Like I don't know how the fuck you're doing that.
How do I do it?
How do
I
you do
practice. Not really sure. Practice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I used to watch a lot of Bob Ross when I was trying to go to sleep.
Oh, did you really? I never ever saw Bob Ross. I just knew he was a meme.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Never-
It's like a fun little show.
I think almost all of his episodes are on YouTube for free now. So if you ever want to watch one, like it's super easy. And his voice is really calming if you need to like wind down.
I've heard that. People love the happy little trees.
So a couple years ago, I went back home for I think Christmas or Thanksgiving or something, and I was like, "Hey parents, like let me show you Bob Ross," because my parents are immigrants from China. I mean, I'm also an immigrant from China, but my parents like grew up in China, so they had no idea who Bob Ross was. And I showed them a video, and their reaction was this motherfucker is lying, because Bob Ross would always say, like, oh, like this is easy, like you can do this too. And my parents were like, absolutely not, we could not do this. Like he's just saying stuff and then things appear that look like the things he's talking about. Like how is he doing that?
Yeah, maybe that kind of modesty doesn't translate culturally. Because I think contemporary art in China, I don't know, do you follow any like contemporary Chinese artists or not?
Oh, not a lot of contemporary Chinese artists.
Well, a lot of it is really photorealistic. Some of like the most amazing like photorealistic paint, like you paint like the most photorealistic like bowl of like oranges you've ever seen. Hyperrealism is super big in China right now. It's like very, very big. There's lots of like TikToks and reels of like watching some of these like photorealistic Chinese painters like paint something and you can't tell like they'll go and paint like the fur and the feather of like of different animals and you're just like you can't believe it's a human doing it. Yeah. Super popular. It's like these photorealistic
I feel like maybe this is incorrect, but I feel like in like Chinese culture, from my understanding of it, like that kind of like like minute dedication to craft is like really seen very highly, right? Like
Yeah, it probably has a larger cultural value than like something that's like, oh yeah, we're like the execution is subordinate to the concept in most Western culture.
Right.
Whereas like in China and in Asian culture, sometimes it's like, no, the execution is important.
It's very much execution. Yeah. There's I'm trying to think. There's the first thing that comes to mind is the Japanese myth about how if you fold 1,000 cranes out of paper, you get a wish, right?
Oh yeah.
Like 1,000 cranes is a lot of fucking cranes. Like the crane is, to be fair, a very simple diagram. It's actually, I think, one of like three origami diagrams I have memorized. But like, I've been folding cranes since I spent a year in Japan when I was 4, and there's no way I'm near 1,000.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Cal, do you remember, were we talking about that in Italo Calvino's 6 Memos for the New Millennium, where like the king hired it was like the story between was it Kublai Khan and Marco Polo? He's like explained to him, he's like that the Chinese emperor was like, find me the best artist, and they get the best artist. And then he's like, all right, you're the best artist. Like, here's like all the gold. You have 10 years, make me the best painting. And he's like, all right. And after 10 years, he like shows up. He's like, well, where is it? And he's like, sir, I actually need twice as much gold and 10 more years. And like all his advisors are like, no, just cut his head off, dude. Like, he's full of shit. Like, don't do it. And the king's like, no, I trust him. I'll do it. So he gives him the money, and he comes back 10 years later. He's like, well, you got it? He's like, yep. And he's like, well, where is it? And he's like, give me a piece of paper. He's like, what? And he like gets a piece of paper, and he gets like a brush with ink. And in one stroke, he makes the most perfect drawing ever made of a crab. And then the king's like, worth it. So worth it. Like, right. Like, you trained to like, he was in possession of the ability that had been gained through the practice. Really cool. This is so fucking cool.
Wait, what is 6 Memos for the next millennium?
6 Memos for the New Millennium was part of the Harvard Norton Lecture Series, in which the Italian fabulous author Italo Calvino was going to deliver these lecture series at Harvard, but he died of a brain aneurysm before he finished them.
Yeah, no.
So we only have maybe 5 of them: lightness, quickness, exactitude, multiplicity. I forget the other ones.
Consistency is the one you missed. And visibility.
Did you read them all?
Huh?
Have you read them all?
Yes, I have read them all. I read them all after my interview for the Herald's Horn with Sam from Ristic Studies. Because
you read it too?
Because yes, he has read them as well, and they're like one of his favorite pieces of all time. And that was like kind of the framing around the conversation we had. We were discussing one of his old podcast episodes that's called 10 Memos for the Next Creator.
Oh, that's awesome. 6 Memos is like a seminal piece of art. There's no wonder I like Sam so much.
Yeah.
There's a million reasons to like Sam, but that also checks out.
Man, I should read this. This looks really cool.
I told Dan that they would really like it. I think Dan's been reading it.
It's like what they have been. Ironically, it was consistency that he died in the middle of writing.
Yeah.
We've got two little bits from chat I wanted to shout out. Oh, 3 actually. Conspicuous Snoop says the dark side of Bob Ross is that his family doesn't own the rights to the show / his likeness. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
What? Really?
Yeah. Sounds by Moon says already banger already 2 fire emojis.
Dude, Sounds by Moon. Thanks for if you're one of my patrons, thanks for coming to Patron Game Night. We had Patron Game Night last night, and Sounds by Moon and I. We just sat there. We didn't do a lot of anything. We just watched we just got soloed by Rogsai for a couple hours. We just couldn't do anything. So yeah, but it was awesome to hang out. I know Sounds is a big Niv appreciator. And working on a Niv Visit, Matt. And dude, Moon, you don't know this, but Shen is a major Niv player. Excellent Niv player.
I played Niv for a really long time.
Yeah.
Peru for a really long time. I just finished a 99 that I like or Visionary that I want to try.
You're playing the new one?
I would like to try it. Yeah, I don't have it put together yet, but it's I have it.
Oh my god, the deck's so
the
cool.
idea in my head is like it's like an evolution of the Perun deck because it's really easy to ramp into, unlike Niv Mizzet Perun. And if you play just a couple of weird cards, like it can be. I think the way I'm selling it is that you get to play basically like 8 copies of Mystic Study.
Yeah, it's Ob Nixilis, dude. It's it Ob Nixilis? And Ob Nixilis goes crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, because you can play stuff like Parasitic Pillar or Eidolon the Great Revel, and then it's like whenever your opponents do anything, you draw 3 cards. Like that seems pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
Dang, this is looking good. I'm looking at this in this screen. Cool.
Meme Lord Victor asked, did she cut her arm off? No. In fact, Winota lost her arm attempting to kill the beast that she ended up bonding with. Her big.
Is it true?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Her big freaky plated armadillo raccoon wolf guy.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I just knew that they were gone.
Yeah, it was him. It was it that took her arm, and then they ended up bonding. That's metal as fuck. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it is.
A question from chat from Conspicuous Snoop. At Gold Sabretooth, will you ever contemplate doing an auction for the original pieces? Well, we are selling some of the original pieces as part of the Kickstarter. Yeah. But also, yes, I assume.
I'm happy to sell this. Also, I used to feel really precious about selling stuff. I'm like, now I'm like, that's okay. You can drive another one. You know, I don't feel like precious about anything art-wise. And that's not true, but you know what I mean? I feel less precious.
If you catch Tim at an in-person event, I think he frequently has like a big folder.
Yeah, happy to. Just message us on the message Cal on the Kickstarter. I'm sure I will happily sell this. We actually during stream last time we sold the Reanimator one.
Yeah, we sold the Reanimator one. Yeah, we sold the Reanimator one mid. Mr. Brian Koval Boschenroll popped into chat. He was like, "Hey guys, what's up? Looks really sick. I'm technically supposed to be doing something else right now. I'm out and about, but I just wanted to ask, can I buy this? Yeah, dibs?" And Tim was like, yeah.
This looks good so far. What do you guys think? I think it looks cool.
No, this is sick.
It looks great.
Ken, who asked
it. Time flies when I'm talking to you guys, too. Thanks for having me.
Bud. So yeah, Ken, if you would love to own the OG of this, shoot me a message. I'm sure we can work something out. It won't be exactly cheap, but you know.
I disagree. I think compared to
fair enough. Tim, I'm trying to make you more money, King.
All right, I'm just saying compared to like,
yes,
you know what I mean.
Compared to it's no big flips.
Oh no, but compared to like some of the stuff that has been selling. I'm kidding. What did Wolverine sell for $55,000?
No, I know, nowhere near $55,000.
Oh my god. I mean, I can kind of see why, but still, that's crazy.
I can safely say this is nowhere near. This is a couple $100.
Yeah. Exactly.
You see me trying to live. Dude, this looks sweet, actually.
Happy GG said this looks sick. I know what, Matt, I'm getting on the Kickstarter now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, a cool thing about doing Winota is I was like asking Cal, I was like, I want to do a mat that like people has like a cult following, and then maybe this will give me an opportunity to produce something that like I know like people want, but maybe it's like even if it's not like tier 1 deck right now, it has a big following and people love it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I was like, well, Winota is one of those mats that I feel like has a cult following, and I meant what I said. If we hit, what did I say, 60,000? We hit 60,000. I'll do Blood Pod or whatever, or Crick or whatever anyone wants. I'll do it.
Oh, dude, Crick in your style would actually be insane.
Yeah.
I'd love to do Crick, man.
Like, yeah.
We hit the goal, but why not? Why not?
Yeah. I do want to commiserate with Happy GG for a second. Yeah, getting Dockside and Jewel Lotus Band has made Maroon a lot less good. Yeah, I think I don't know if you guys have done ban opinions already, but these are generally probably pretty good for the format. But it does make me feel sad that like I don't really want to play the Risen Maroon anymore, unfortunately.
Here's yeah, I don't know. We were saying like for all the times people were like, man, like I won so many games with Dockside. I'm like, you probably also lost so many games because of Dockside. You know, I don't know if I don't know if I won as many games with Dockside as I lost because of Dockside. And you were de-incentivized from countering it, because if they punted, you could just clone their Dockside and you could pop off. So like having a Dockside on the battlefield was like pretty tasty. So it's made things weird. I think like I've said this like a million times, a broken record, but hopefully I listen to my own advice. But mana is the most important thing right now, because like even like post Nas, you can't just like, it's not so clean as it used to be.
Right.
To like have a 0 mana or 2 mana positive rock just hanging in the wings, or having like a 2 mana creature that made 750,000 mana, you know.
Now you have a 4 mana spell that makes 750,000 mana if you're playing Golgari.
Are we talking about culling? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that is the coolest card. I was at Boyle, I was telling Cal I made like 21 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were telling me too. That's awesome.
21 mana. I just basically snacked on a unsuspecting Magna player. And the thing, the whole table, Magna player is going to win, so the whole table was like wanted me to do it. They're like, I will counter, you know, like I will counter a spell to make this happen.
Oh my god, that's the best.
When you become the hero,
you can resolve the Culling Ritual. Oh boy, it's always
Culling Ritual is a high that few people will ever know.
I know, that's why I love playing my baby Najila. So just a real good deck for that card. Let me tell you.
Do you play it?
What?
Do you play it?
You actually probably could play it.
You probably could, man.
Najila,
You gotta turn some warriors into mana.
Oh yeah, no. Najila is the Culling Ritual deck.
Interesting.
It has been for a long time.
You're not talking about Culling the Weak, right?
No, yeah, Culling Ritual.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Are you playing? What's his name? Warren Soul Trader.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think that card's super cool, Najila.
It's like super duper cool, and then also it like finally gives you a real excuse to play Chatterfang again. Yeah, which was kind of always like your like 104th best card or whatever, but now it's an A+B combo with Warren Soul Trader.
Oh yeah, hey, have you thought about that new the Red Reaper card? Nate Nasty still in chat?
Yeah, Nate's
so.
in chat, I think.
Nate, you're playing the Red Reaper, right?
Nate's literally asking the same thing.
Who's asking it?
Nate.
Dude, Nate, yeah, the Red Reaper, dude. Are you on that one, Cal?
Garnog?
Yeah.
No, is that his name?
Yeah, Gornog, the Red Reaper. I haven't thought about it very much, but mainly just because I haven't looked at the Jumpstart super closely. I think it's like pretty cool. I mean, I think the problem that it'll probably have, this is something I've talked to people a lot about in the past, is that the deck already has like a massive glut at 3 mana. So many of your most important cards to cast are already 3 mana. And the deck is the worst at making 3 mana it ever has been post the banning of Mana Crypt.
Right.
So conceptually, I'm really into it, and I'm sure I'll probably try it, but I would guess that my experience with playing it will probably be like looking down, and it will be like the second best 3-drop in my hand every time I look at my hand, you know?
Oof.
But what about what about the fact that it does have haste? It is a warrior, which means like it's got like a little bit of Samut synergy.
Yeah, that is like, that's the part that definitely puts it on my radar a little bit more.
Radar.
Like if it wasn't a warrior, then it would obviously be like a no-go.
But it's not.
And
it's a
having
warrior
having haste and immediately attacking is obviously also super sick. And honestly, like I think that the most appealing part of it is like that stuff together, plus the like being able to make stuff not be able to block your stuff is pretty cool. Plus, you know, it pumps up your warriors pretty quick. I'm talking myself into it as we go. Like, so like, I guess where I would like come down on it, like right now, having not played the card at all, I think it's very interesting, but I still think it would be like running into the problem of being like your like fourth best 3-drop or whatever. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it seems pretty sick. Brandy says, this looks so good. She loves the beast you're drawing now.
Yo, Brandy, what's up, dude? Shout out to Brandy, who did our really cool socials for the Big ZD Open.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's an awesome graphic designer.
Nate's going to be on the Reaper this weekend, so Nate will report back
sweet.
to how it goes.
Nate Nasty will give us real feedback.
Yeah, real feedback.
I wanted to shout out one or two more things from chat. Godzilla Big, first time chatter.
Godzilla Big, what's up?
I was about to say, I believe also a patron. Did say happy this is happening.
Godzilla Big, excited. I ran into a bunch of your friends from Florida about the Salt Monolith. So hit me up if we. I'm happy to work something out. If you guys want to help get me down to Florida, I would gladly do some artwork for you. We could do like a work trade. We can do something. I haven't really done any of that ever, but I'd like to, because, you know, I'd like to go to more events. I would like to do it. You know, it's fun.
Tim is for the people. Tim wants to just
be for the people. Yeah.
And we have the Godzilla Big friend that you talked to, Magical Pie Guy, also in chat.
Yeah, Magical Pie Guy. What's up? And then Brandon too is a really cool guy who I sent some APs to. They gave me a really cool AP from that the Hazel's Brewmaster, which I'm super thankful for.
Oh yeah. That you simply immediately won some games with.
Yeah, it was a cool card.
We did also have in chat, there was one more thing I wanted to call out. Someone did ask what the estimated ship out dates were for everything. That's like slightly up in the air right now. We have said April 2025, like by the absolute latest, but it should be done well before that.
I want to get it done before Christmas. I'm a psychopath though, but I want to get it.
So we'll see, but yeah, April 2025. If it doesn't happen by then, that would be crazy. But that's just what we're saying to be safe. Tim is aiming for before Christmas. Good answer.
I'm aiming for before Christmas. I'm already hiring all the Saber Cubs to come up and help me pack. I'm not bribing everyone with like pizza and like Utica Club beer.
I gotta get in the car.
Dude, I'll come up.
I know. I gotta come over.
And I'll take you guys to. We'll go to that bomb ass Indian place again.
Yeah, the Indian place we went to last time.
Dosa Grill. We'll take Dosa Grill.
That place was.
And then we'll go to Red Chili.
I would love to go to Red Chili. Whenever I go to the Red Chili with my parents, they order the same thing. So I'd love to try some different stuff.
We'll get some Lotus. We'll get some Lotus root. We'll get some.
Oh god, I had Lotus root.
Oh dude, man, it'll be good. Get some of that numbing peppercorn in our life.
This week I was gonna try doing like some stir fry. So actually, I should go to the Asian store tomorrow.
Lotus root, dude. Lotus root's so good.
It's great. Cal, have you ever had Lotus root? Do you have any idea what we're talking
I have had Lotus root. Yes, I have.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah, Lotus root's bomb. Cal's a really cool mom. Any food lovers? Who likes to eat food?
Any big eaters in chat?
Dude, Gold Saber, I'm a big dog. And I love to eat, but I love to eat good food. If you've ever been to an event with me, we will find a way to find like some bomb ass food.
We're gonna go find some corn dogs.
That's right, dude. Any eating fans in chat.
Oh man!
If you guys are ever in Mass, please check out King's Court, dude. I love the King's Court. I'm doing shout out to Steve, dude. I'm doing their playmat for the Royal Rumble. I actually just talked to him today about it, and a really great shop. Yeah, it's in Taunton, Mass, and their big one's going to be in New Bedford. I know a bunch of my patrons from Vermont are coming down, so I'm excited to see everybody.
I have a friend who lives in Taunton, like exactly.
In Taunton?
I think her parents live in Taunton.
Dude, I'm really looking forward to it.
Your comment about being a big man who loves to eat really set Chad off a little bit. I'm a spherical man, big fan of eating. My wife calls me Big Back. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Oh, there was
Mrs. Sabretooth, and she knows I like to eat.
There was one more question. Oh yes, there it is. GameStopper asked, "Are we possibly getting a Captain America Met as well?"
Oh yeah, I could do any of the Marvel ones. I think the Marvel crossovers are cool. I don't know if GameStopper. Did you see the one I did of the Storm mats that came in? I showed them off before early in chat. I can bring them back in a sec. So I think we're almost ready to go to I think this is we're getting close to having a good enough base that we can take this to the next level, take this to the next stage.
Let's go. So we're gonna go to the iPad.
Yeah, I think I want to add Sand Shrew to this because this like Armadillo reminds me of Sand Shrew.
That's awesome.
This is like Sand Shrew. What is it, VMAX or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, the pattern you're drawing, definitely.
Yeah, my students were really big into Pokemon. Actually, the number one thing I got to like help with like discipline when I was a school teacher. I taught 4th and 5th grade in Arizona for a little bit, and I got like several of like just like the Pokemon encyclopedia, whatever it's called, the Pokédex. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
And it's just basically like it has like pictures of all the Pokemon in it. And like if kids were good, I'd be like, if you finish your work, you can borrow the Pokemon book on my desk, and you can sit there and read it with a friend. You can find a friend and read it. And like every kid, boy, girl, jock, nerd, bad kid, it didn't matter. Like every kid wanted to like just like look at all the monsters. They loved it. Looking at all the different things. It's so fun to look at that kind of stuff when you're a kid. It's fun to look at when you're an adult. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They're like these big like books.
Yeah,
that have like a picture of all the Pokemon in them.
Yeah. I have one from like Generation 3, I think, when I was little.
I had one from when I was little too. It was like the original 151.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I had that one, and then I bought a new one. Like we had like a teacher wish list that for like some Scholastic book fair, and I was like, just give me some more of those Pokédex things.
I mean, at this point, there's got to be like a super fancy collector's edition, like hardcover version, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
No, yeah, it's kind of like a thick book. It almost reminds me of like a video game guide. It's got like all the little guys in it. But my students, like they loved it. Like every kid loved it. It crossed all generations and boundaries, and like every kid of every walk of life was like, give me that Pokemon book. They loved it.
My fiance also works in like elementary schools and stuff. So I keep finding like random stickers around the house. Because she'll buy
stickers.
Yeah, she'll buy like sticker sheets of like things her students like to like try to bribe them with it. So I would look around and be like, "Oh, Megan, I didn't know you like the Steelers," and she was like, "I don't. It's for a kid."
Oh yeah, it's true, dude. Kids love stickers. Kids love stickers. I love stickers, man. I've been doing stickers. We're ordering a bunch of stickers for the Kickstarter too. So
loads of them. I'm excited for them.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I do that. Sorry.
We'll do some more too, Chen. We're gonna do. I want to come up with like sticker sheets for like different commanders. Like one that's like Winota sticker sheet, and it's like all the good Winota cards on a sticker
that'd be
sheet.
Super cool.
Or like a sticker sheet that's like all like the Ceesay staples. All like the Tudor chain.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's an idea.
I'm an
idea man, Chen.
Made last year for like around the holiday season, I made like a bunch of stickers of my cat, and I gave them to my friends as like
of your cat.
Yeah, my cat.
So cute, man.
My cat's very cute. She's eating dinner.
Shout out to cute cats. Any cute cat lovers in chat?
Meow.
And very simple.
Yeah, Nate Nasty, dude. I got some big ZD stickers. Let's see them. Time out. Dude. I'm actually reading chat once in a while.
He's looking up and he says, "I'm gonna look at chat."
I made a question.
Oh no!
Now I
He's
show
gonna
you
put
guys.
Colin and I out of business.
Oh, will I have big ZD stickers? You ask. Oh.
Oh shit!
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, those are ZDs. Answer for more. Oh yeah.
I love the fact that you actually made it Big ZD Invitational. Can you like
That's
put some
awesome.
time aside during the weekend to like tell the story of your dad? Like during
Oh
the-
yeah, my dad.
yeah.
So like, I played high school football. Italians. There's a long tradition of Italians playing football. I played football. My dad, my uncles, my brother. Most of them played college football. I just played high school football. I played rugby in college. What I was gonna say was, I got some cool shit. There's the Mark Simpson one. My dad would always in the tailgates. He would like bring like big trays of baked ziti to like the football tailgates, and he was like kind of famous for it. Like people would be like, "Oh yeah, like Mr. Toronto's bringing baked ziti," you know, and like that was his thing. And I went off, and I grew up, and I went to college, and my brother like went off to college, and my brother was playing college football, and he was gone, and my mom made some comment. She's like, "Oh well, your dad, you know, he's busy. He's got a, you know, he's making ziti for the tailgate." And I was like, "Wait, for what tailgate?" And my mom's like, "Oh, you know, for the Oxford football tailgate." And I was like, "What?" It turns out for like years after I graduated, my dad was like still like the ziti guy. He was like still going to like the high school football games and like bringing ziti to the games.
That's so
like,
funny.
The ZD guy.
That's
so he was like,
sick.
my dad, my mom's were like, he's a ziti guy, you know.
It's just, you know, he's just doing his thing.
They need the ziti. If he doesn't bring it, they might lose, you know.
He's
Pretty
the good
funny
ZD.
stuff.
That's why it's the Big ZD Invitational.
Yeah, so then we made a joke about having a CDH tournament where we just like make big ziti. Started as a joke, and then got the Top Deck. I got a Top Deck membership. They hooked me up. They gave me a really good price on it, and they were super nice. They were like, "Hey, if the event doesn't crack gold threshold, we won't charge you for a gold event. Only if you crack gold, you know, if you get 64 people." We got like 96 people in like a week.
Really?
Yeah, we sold out. So we got people on the wait list.
You didn't tell me you sold out.
We're going to get people from the wait list in because we actually got clearance from the space to add more people. And yeah, we're going to have the tournament, and it's going to be a huge tournament. But shout out to Useless Knowledge, John, and shout out to my friend Dev and Max Molinari. Some other people, they're going to be cooking some ziti ahead of time, and I'm going to be making trays of ziti, and we're going to have people over, and it's going to be sweet.
Dude, that's so cool.
Wish I could be there.
I wish I could be
You
too.
could. You guys could just, you know, throw caution to the wind, blow off your obligations, come see me.
I can't blow off my obligations. Sorry, man. I honestly really wish I could.
Well, don't worry, because guess what? I guess it's time I should announce. There will be one in March called Manicotti Madness. We will be having Manicotti Madness. Yeah, dude, Manicotti Madness is emergency beach tournament.
Tim, I can't tell if you're like joking or not because I would totally
No,
go to
this is how it all starts. You gotta like start a joke and then you just follow through with it. It's real. We're gonna do Manicotti Madness.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would love
also
that.
like that's sometimes it's good to just say you're gonna do something and just commit to it, you know. And then like one time I went for like there was like this. I was in college and this girl was in like the entomology club, not etymology, the insect club, and they were having like this Earth Day 5K or 10K. It was like a K, not that long, and I thought she was really cute, so like. She asked me if I was like gonna run in it, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And like I didn't run at all, so I went and did it. And I was really tired. I did it, and it took me a while. And it was in the Cornell like plantations. It was really pretty. And then like later, my friends were like, "What did you do today?" I was like, "Sorry, I'm just tired. I ran a marathon this morning." They're like, "You ran a marathon?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You ran 26.2 miles," and I was like, "Wait, what?" They're like, "You said marathon." Like a marathon it's a set thing. It's 26.2 miles. I didn't know at the time. I was like, oh. And then I was like, well, what I mean is I ran a 10K, but I was training for a marathon. I don't know like why. I just like couldn't admit I just didn't know what a marathon was. And they were like, well, which one are you running in? And luckily I remembered that the Boston Marathon was like a lottery or something, so I didn't say the Boston. And I was like the Philadelphia Marathon. I didn't even know if there was a Philadelphia Marathon. And I was like, I think it's the Philly, I said. And they're like, you're running in the Philly Marathon? And I was like, yeah. And then I just committed to it. They're like, really? That's cool. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I said it and that's true. And I just followed through and actually ran the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I did the whole thing. 26.2 miles. And it ends at the art museum. You go to Maddion, you run the whole thing. It was sick. And I ended up running it 3 times.
Wait,
years later, I did it. Yeah, it was super fun.
Jeez.
Even as a big dog, I did it. I was still well over 200 some pounds. I still did it. It was cool.
Yeah.
You know, you can just go slow and steady. You know.
I mean, you say that.
Her little guy looks cool, huh? Gotta give him a hat though. That's how you know.
Yeah, matching hats.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Gotta give him a hat.
Now it kind of looks like it's 2 eyes and then the mouth of the wolf is the mouth. You got this like.
Oh, I'm putting these stickers up on screen here in a second.
What stickers?
The stickers that
Chen made some stickers?
Chen made some
stickers in my
stickers.
cat
There we go. Those are awesome. It resolves 93. Is this mat going to be available at the play booster level? Yes, this mat is available at all levels.
This mat is available at all levels. Honestly, if you don't want to be part of the Kickstarter, that's okay with me. You can still come and hang out with me and still be my friend. Don't feel like you have to pay. Chen's probably thinking this is like counterproductive, but don't feel like you have to like spend money.
Back to Kickstarter anyways.
Yeah, what's up?
Just if you see Tim in real life, just lie and tell him you back.
Yeah, you just lie and tell me you back to Kickstarter. I'll never know. And I honestly don't. I don't want anyone to feel. I have some people who message me like, "Hey, dude, I still have the money to do it right now," and I'm like, "There's no pressure, obligation. You do not need to join the Kickstarter. It is only to help people, give me the ability to like do these print runs to print stuff that I couldn't do otherwise because I just don't have. I'm a one-man show. Well, now I'm not a one-man show anymore. I got my friends helping me, but I was a one-man show for a while. So this is like gives me an ability to do some cool stuff.
All right, you guys got to focus on chat because I am currently focused on making a 3D rotating model version of the Manicotti Garfield to permanently put on the Twitch screen.
Gold Sabertooth, yes. Radish.
That's what I'm currently working on right now, so I'm not really logged onto the stream itself.
Sounds, that's right. We got that armadillo dog in me right here, dude.
That dog
He's looking big. He's looking nasty, dude. What do you think? You guys like it? I think I'm ready to take this to the. Yeah, I'm ready to get digital. I do want to make one quick thing though, and just figure out compositionally. You know, we got the other stuff. I don't think is as important because now over here we can add some of like the other stuff that are just like some of the staples. So, what are some of the staples we're thinking of that are like? So chat can go nuts. What are some of like the ubiquitous 0 drop, 1 drop things? Like I feel like Goblin Rabble Master's got to be in here. Like what else?
Well, I personally am
Memnite?
a fan of Blade Historian. I don't know if it's still played in the deck.
Ornithopter?
That deck was always great.
Is Ornithopter a card in her or no?
I feel like you play Ornithopter because it's evasive. Memnite. Does it play the Walker?
Definitely.
Fraction Walker.
Yeah, you got the whole trio, right?
Games Over, you got the Storm playmat? I just showed them on stream. I'll show you. Sorry, I'll show you. Here they are.
Marauder, Blade Historian, Rick. You could do a Rick. That would actually be kind of funny because that's just the real guy.
Yeah,
here it is.
Someone recently also said Ginger Brute.
Ginger Brute, yeah, Ginger Brute's a good one.
Oh, Ginger Brute. The Ginger Brute is that like
played in very few other CDH decks, like definitely Ginger Brute.
Let's see. Ginger Brute. What else?
That's a good one.
Who here play? Anyone in chat play Winota?
Well, if Ken is still in chat, I know Ken.
Yeah.
The 0 manas. We gotta put Ginger Brute in there, right?
Angrass Marauders. Actually, that's I forgot about that one. That one's also really good.
Oh yeah, that one was cool because that Ingress Marauder was also in the Pioneer deck.
Yeah.
Ginger Brute, dude, Ginger Brute's crazy looking.
Ginger Brute is crazy looking. There's two.
Here he comes. We're pulling him up. Pulling up Ginger Brute. There he is.
Yeah, there's two versions. There's that version, and then they reprinted it in Wilds, and it's a little less wonky. But
Yeah,
I mean,
we're going for the one that looks like
yeah.
the stinky cheese man.
I was gonna say Gumby, but yeah.
We need a stinky cheese man in a secret lair. That's what we
Lair?
really need.
Yeah.
Universe is Beyond Stinky Cheese Man.
Universe Beyond cheese, just like a whole cheese layer.
All just a cheese theme.
Yeah,
That's so now we're talking.
There you go. The cheese stands alone. I mean, yeah, we already have a cheese stands alone. We're halfway there already. Someone says Mod Catcher. Oh, that's an interesting one. Someone else is saying Phyrexian Walker. Yeah, so the Phyrexian Walker do have.
So Phyrexian Walker is like that is like ubiquitous, huh?
Yeah. And Ornithopter too. I feel. I don't think you would cut either of them. Ooh, Combat Celebrant. That's an interesting one.
Oh yeah. Extra turns one.
Yeah.
Thanks. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, Chat. Keep them coming.
Yeah, Rionia. That's a good one.
We can't get them all in there, but we will get a lot.
Yes. Sponsored by Cheez-Its and Cheetos. Yeah, that would be a great secret layer. The cheese secret layer sponsored by Cheez-Its and Cheetos and what is it? Sargento cheese, I think? Is that the one
Sargento,
that I see in like grocery stores? And Burned Dairy.
We love Burned Dairy.
We get Burned Dairy.
Any Burned Dairy appreciators?
Yeah, does nobody in chat know what we're talking about when we say Burned Dairy?
We love Burned Dairy and stewards.
Tim hasn't mentioned this, and I haven't either, but I did go to high school in upstate New York. So, like, Tim and I are, like, sometimes just upstate New York boys.
Sometimes we got the upstate New York pride. In fact, I was actually in New Hartford the other day, and I was just like, man, the house is so beautiful there.
That's exactly where I'm from, Tim. My parents.
Oh, really? Wait, is it New Hartford?
Yeah, I live.
Dude,
yeah, I mean,
it's so pretty in New Hartford.
Like, yeah, New Hartford is where I'm actually from.
Oh, really? I love the houses there, man. You know what I was doing there? There's like a 60% chance that this will be my last drawing because of all time, because when I'm not doing this, I'm going to meet random strangers on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh God! Okay.
On behalf of my wife.
Okay.
That is one of my other things I do. My wife will get like these crazy Facebook Marketplace deals, and I'll like go off to meet some strangers.
Oh yeah! Last time we were calling, you were trying to get a lawnmower.
I was like, I'm going to. Yeah, exactly. I was like going, and I was going off into the abyss.
Oh my God!
But I love it. She finds all these cool deals, but I'd rather go. It's safer if I go.
What were you in? What was in New Hartford?
I was getting a really cool light fixture.
Oh, nice.
Really nice guy. He was like a high school drama teacher. Really nice town though, man. So pretty.
A high school drama teacher.
Yeah, he was just putting out. He's a Hartford high school drama teacher.
Oh, I might
put out a Willy Wonka play.
I feel like I might know this guy.
Yeah, a really nice guy. He had a bunch of dogs. Really nice guy.
Matt Romanow?
Don't know his name.
Oh no, Matt moved on. He's like dean.
I forgot you were like into theater.
I literally went to this high school, man.
Yeah, he was the current theater guy, and he was just doing a run of a play, Willy Wonka.
Oh my God.
Super nice guy.
We got some more suggestions for characters too. This is the last suggestions. But Ophelia the dog, the new little.
Oh, is the dog in there? Yeah, demonic trinity. I gotta be careful out there.
Hope of Girapur. Hope of Girapur is actually a cool one, like a little filigree thopter. Ragavan Signal Pest would also be pretty cool.
Oh, Ragavan's got to be a staple, right?
Kiki Jiki. Just art wise might be neat. Granite Abolisher is almost certainly played. I mean, it's got to be Granite Abolisher. I'm sure. Some other cover cops just dusted some dude from Facebook Marketplace who tried to end what with a machete. Oh God, Facebook Marketplace is scary, man.
You know, I've heard stuff like this. That's why I'm like,
oh jeez. I'm actually trying to sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace soon because so when you asked me to, or when I volunteered to like update your video for this, that was like the first time I'd used my desktop in a really long time, and I realized that like I built that desktop in like 2018, so it's like 6 years old. So I checked online and like did some upgrades on it, but like all the components I'm taking out of it still work. So I'm gonna have to sell a bunch of computer parts on Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Hopefully, I don't
kill anybody.
I aren't gonna try to kill me for it.
No, I was gonna say you don't kill anybody. I'm telling you.
That's not that nice. Oh come on, you know me.
Yeah, as your friend, I don't want you to kill anybody.
No,
right?
of course. Magical Pie
He's
Guy.
one of the nicest guys in the world.
Magical Pie Guy has to leave. Have a good time, Magical Pie Guy.
Dude, Pie Guy, thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah, get Tim down to Florida. He'd love to go.
I'll come. Yeah, make it. Let's make it happen. We'll work out a thing where I'll help do like a playmat for you guys, and I can do like a reduced rate or something. And I don't know. Talk to Manila about coming down. I just would like to. I love Florida, and I'd like to come to more tournaments.
Hey, go hang out. Florida's nice.
I like Florida.
Florida's very nice from a temperature perspective most of the year.
Yeah, I went to. I went down to see. Remember, I don't know, it was CCS. What's the comic grading place? CCS, CCG.
Oh shoot! Wow.
Like CCG or something?
EG.
It's not CCG.
Hold on.
CCS.
I can't remember this. It's like Beckett's, right? So it's gonna be B something.
No, it's CC something. I went down there.
Yeah.
My father-in-law had those old comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me all these comics, and I gave them back to him because they were worth $1 million gajillion. He had like X-Men number 1 through X-Men number like 77.
Wow! Oh my god,
dude. Yeah, he had like some other crazy ones too.
Yeah, that is worth a lot.
He also had some other ones. He had like the first Daredevil and stuff, and like the first. Oh, he had Spider-Man number 4 through like.
Wow, jeez.
Yeah, that was cool.
Crazy that like stuff that you get for fun as a child, like 20 or 30 years later, is just worth $1 billion now.
I know.
Because like you were a careful child who kept it, and it still like is a thing, whereas everybody else.
Of course, he's a CPA. He's a very fastidious guy.
Oh, he's a very fastidious man. Yeah.
Shout out to Michael Anthony Conti, my father-in-law, great guy, love him.
Sometimes I think about all the like stupid little toys that I had when I was little, and like half of them are definitely busted, and then the other half I can't find. Probably
eaten by a dog somewhere.
Yeah, or eaten by me, honestly.
Eaten by you, young Chen, eating his toys.
I was very
like a boss.
Like gremlin. I was very, very like gremlin-like as a child.
Gremlin-esque, if you will.
Yeah. Sometimes
Jen, you're like one of the most like kind and helpful people in the world, but you had a gremlin phase.
I did have a gremlin. I don't know if I'm completely left my gremlin phase. I'm just mostly helpful now. I think the like helpful versus gremlin spectrum just kind of moved on. Where I'm more helpful now than gremlin-like, but when I was little,
but it's still there. The propensity towards gremlin, dude, is still a lot more.
You've never gone on a hike with me, Tim.
That's being full gremlin mode.
Yeah, because that's what Megan, my fiance, tells me basically, is that if you ever go on a hike with me, I will just like run off to like a random like thing that looks climbable and just like try to climb it.
Good, man. That's how you know you're fully immersed in nature.
Exactly.
It's called full immersion.
Exactly. I see a little Gold Saber Garfield popping up on the bottom right there.
Oh, dude, Cal, way to go, dude.
Baneslayer says, I would love to formally request Italian Matt in the future. Well, Baneslayer, I have some good news for you. Because you already drew Italian.
I drew Italian Matt. If you want one, hit me up.
Yeah. He already has Italian Matt. I don't know if I can find a picture of it really fast, but what did you do it for? It was for an event, right?
It was for an event in Pennsylvania, but I have some copies. I think I have a copy of it.
Yeah. So it's your lucky day. He's completed it before you even asked. It's Festival Nights 2, right?
What's up?
Is it Festival of Nights 2? Is that the one?
Festival Nights 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got there yet? Or no?
I got you. What'd you say?
You got that one, Chen?
I was not at that one. So that one happened the week after I came back from a 2-week trip in Europe. And I was.
Whoa, Chen was too good for us. He was He's a European boy.
No, I was too tired, man. I did not plan this trip out well. I went to 5 different locations in 6 days. 2 days of my trip were spent entirely on public transit. I got a little too ambitious with the places we're going. All right, Tim, we've got some more suggestions. You got Rionia Combat Celebrant. Combat Celebrate's actually a pretty good one.
Not distinct though. I might not do it because it's not distinct. I might add text or something.
The headgear, maybe.
What?
Maybe just the head for Combat Celebrate?
I mean, you wouldn't know it's Combat Celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That's the tricky part. You got to make so like Ragavan and this little dude. You're like, oh yeah, that's Ginger Brew and that's Red. You know? With some of these like humans, like even Blade Historian, I think they might be better served as like text elements because you just won't know. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like Saheeli, you're like, oh, that's Saheeli. Kiki Chiki's noticeable. We should do Kiki. I think Ornithopter we can make happen because, you know, we do Ornithopter right now. It's got little bat wings.
Kiki Chiki could be good.
Well, Kiki Chiki, he's kind of like, he's such a little guy. He's got a nose.
It's got what is it called? Kamigawa. He's a Kamigawa goblin. Like those are
Kamigawa goblins are great looking.
Yeah, those are pretty distinct.
As far as goblins go,
yeah,
good looking gobos.
There's also the Ixalani goblins, which just kind of look like
monkeys, right?
I actually think they kind of look like very furry, like blue men.
Yeah, but don't they Treasure Nabber sometimes like
kind of like monkeys.
Kind of monkey-like.
Like blue monkeys.
Yeah, like blue monkeys.
Blue monkeys with mutton chops.
Yeah, you know, your typical mutton chop blue monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Typical.
If
I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times.
It is cool. I think I was playing some Foundations earlier.
Yeah, how is it? You getting cool stuff?
I think the format. I don't love the limited format, but I haven't played it.
Don't stand in front of Cal. He's gonna freak out and bite you. Cal thinks it's like the greatest format of all time.
I haven't played it.
Fine. I'm enjoying it.
I haven't played a ton. I think it's okay, but like I don't. It is a little rare focused, like a little too rare focus for me.
You think the bombs are just so bomby?
Yeah, it's a bit of a Prince set. If folks are familiar with the Prince versus Pauper limited kind of thing. And with there's been other sets that like have really big splashy bombs, like Martian Machine or Alto Thunder Junction, both of which I actually really, really liked. But that was partially because there was a lot of very powerful removal at like common or uncommon, so that you had kind of an answer for it. Whereas a lot of times in this format, I'm staring down like a 7/7 Angel, and my only removal is like burst lightning. So it's called.
Sure.
And I'm just like, well, I can't handle a 7/7 Angel that's drawing them a card every turn with burst lightning, much as I would like to.
Bomby formats are really tough. I'm trying to think of examples.
Really hit or miss for people, I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
like what was like Brothers Wars? But like I feel like that would have Brothers Wars sometimes, where I'm just like, we got a Portal to New Firex, yeah. Like, okay.
Bomby limited sets in recent memory are like Brothers War was definitely on the bombier side. Crimson Vow among like the limited community is actually one of the worst defenders.
Really?
Crimson Vow because Crimson Vow.
Actually, I played that at like Vegas. It was horrible. Like you couldn't beat like the Arvenbrook Mayor or whatever. I kind of like.
Arvenbrook. Toxrill was in that.
Oh yeah.
Toxrill limited. Let me tell you, is a fucking unbeatable card. And a lot of the vampires are overtuned as well, but
What about a little Memnite in here action? What about anybody really? Have you ever do Cons of Tarkir Limited? Anybody in chat ever do that? I thought Cons of Tarkir Limited was one of the best of all time.
Cons was the first format I got back into Magic with because
Me too.
No, really?
Yeah. I thought that, and I thought that Limited was so good.
Guard, and chat also their first set. Sick.
Oh really? Yeah. I thought that was awesome.
That was an incredibly good limited set. So I'm actually part of a server that drafts like a lot of historical limited. Like you just basically go from beta to modern sets and then cycle again. And like Cons is one of the crowd favorites for sure.
One of the crowd favorite. That is, I would say that's not shocking.
Yeah, the Morph. The Morph was so good.
Triple Cons is really good. Yeah, Morph does make it really sweet. It's a great way to kind of like let you play high color cards where you don't need the colors immediately. you can just pay 3 colorless for a morph and then figure it out later, which was really quite helpful. Hope of Garapor was one of the requests, Tim. I don't know if
Garapor. Yeah.
Hope of Garapor is it's like a filigree one. That one, I think that one looks pretty cool and would be distinctive. But Kiki Jiki also will be neat. I do feel like maybe you should have a human on here though.
Yeah. I'll be the judge of that. No, we gotta have a human. You're right. I agree.
Consider it. Some people have put out Grand Abolisher, perhaps. His art. Isn't he wearing some sort of crazy headgear in his art? I feel like.
Oh yeah, he got a cool helmet.
Yeah. So maybe. Oh, actually, I forgot the original printing of Grand Abolisher is entirely encased. It's just like a big old suit of armor.
Yeah, he's a dude in a suit of armor.
Yeah. It's. I was thinking of the Weird Outlaws one where he's just kind of like a.
He's that one. He's just like a blinged out black.
Yeah, he's like a really sparkly sheriff.
Yeah, he's like rhinestone cowboy.
I haven't even seen this alternate art. There's like an alternate art where he's even shinier, right?
Oh yeah. It's like the From the Vault one.
Wow, he's so shiny. I'm gonna put it in the chat here. Oh boy!
Is anyone going to the tournament this weekend in East Stroudsburg?
Yeah.
Ken, are you going?
Nate will be there. I'll be there. Yeah.
Anyone in chat going to be in PA? Good for the anyway tournament.
Talking about dinner, Tim. Except the last time the tournament ended at 11:30 and nothing was open, and the time before that,
Burger King.
Yeah. I think what happened last time, I think. And at 10:30 or 11, so Brandon and Tyler and I just drove back to Bethlehem and ate food where we live. The time before that, it was 11:30, so we stopped by a weird sports bar. We stopped by a weird sports bar where they had live music that night, but the live music was extremely bad.
Oh no!
Who was singing was just real bad, and they kept covering very strange choices of songs.
Evanescence cover band, please.
No, like Nickelback and stuff. And,
on par. Dude, any Nickelback for George in chat?
And we were just very confused. The food was
Nickelback lovers.
We'll figure something out, Tim. We'll definitely hang out.
We'll
hang out all day. We'll also we gotta figure something out for food. Again, what could happen is we could all just scrub out, and if none of us make top 4, then it's dinner time.
That's it.
Although Dylan and Cam have to stay at the tournament the entire time. So that is the unfortunate thing.
That's the price of fame, man.
The price of fame. Okay, I think this is a good enough base that I can fill out everything else in post. So what do we think? I think we're ready to take it to the next level. So
nice.
That I don't mind keeping some of my pencil marks on here. I'm going to take this. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo of this, and I'm going to put it on my computer and then put it on my iPad. And then from my iPad, I will start coloring it. So yeah, we could. It's perfect. It's 9 o'clock already. Perfect. This will be the last.
Doing great.
So, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to digitize this. You guys can take a PP break or whatever, or 5-minute break, and we'll jump back at it. And this will be in the iPad in 5 minutes, maybe 10.
All right, 10 minute break.
5-10-minute PP break.
5-10 minute PP break.
Yeah, too bad. I'm still animating this Garfield. So.
Hands.
Is the stream frozen?
No.
Oh, it's just a lag.
Yeah,
it's a bit of
it's just a couple seconds behind.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
It takes time for the data to run through the tubes, and get to the central Twitch.
One last thing.
Warehouse, and then get out to all the peoples. GitHub lol.
I don't even know what GitHub is. I just said it.
GitHub is if you code things, you upload your code to GitHub, and then people can like take your code and fork it, which means just copying it and using it in their own projects, or like give you comments on your code or stuff like that. It's like a community workspace for like coders.
Yeah, it does not apply to me at all.
Tim,
I don't know anything about computers.
What program is this that you're using on iPad?
Procreate.
This is Procreate. There you go.
Procreate.
Procreate.
Wait, how do I? Oh, here's chat. Yo, Brave Harry, what's up, dude? Harrison, what's going on, dude? All right, so we're cooking now. We got Winota.
Yeah.
Here she is. What color do we want her to be? She's not going to be green. The card is, we can do some red. Yeah, red's good. You could mess around. Yeah, burgundy might look cool. And then it's funny, she's a Boros card, but I feel like the vibe of Winota is actually like it's more like Mardu. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like the Mardu. I feel like she's Mardu.
The way you've drawn her also, like
she feels very Mardu.
A little closer, and she's like a little more imposing. You know, I really feel like I'm looking like she's looking down on me, kind of. So I can see a little bit of black.
Some guys are into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, I can see her. I can see her as a little Mardu for sure.
She's Mardu for me. I feel like she's very Mardu.
Yeah.
So this is how we'll kind of represent the horde.
Nice.
The kind of the horde scrambling. She's kind of leading the whole gang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here. This is kind of how I'm thinking composition wise.
Like them kind of coming out of the playmat at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're about to get trampled underfoot.
Frame break.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the composition I'm thinking about. And then
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
six. We'll go to this one. I'm gonna get this stroke back. It's called syrup, and I kind of like this one. And then we can kind of figure out this other little guy over here. You know, definitely want to add like a nice border to this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The border gives me some play where I can break some things.
Break the frame.
Yeah, you got a frame. You show me a frame, I'll show you.
Yeah.
And it actually makes it easier for me to do this, like the bleed stuff when I'm printing these.
Yeah, definitely.
Gives me a little forgiveness.
Not every printer prints exactly out to the edges. Yeah. As anyone who's had to print anything I've probably found out.
This is looking good.
Great. Man. I do love the composition. I think it's really cool.
Thank you.
I don't really know, like, I feel like you've zoomed in on her just a slight bit, but it really does feel like she's way more like kind of in your face and like coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in some ways it's like, you know, we have the original composition. Here it is.
Yeah.
So you can see, you know,
Yeah.
like what's going on there. And it's like a similar vibe. And actually, once we got the whole composition, the arm looks fine. The arm of the sword looks great.
It does.
Doesn't look bad at all. Okay, so one thing I want to do here is I'm going to come onto this layer. Just make sure I did this right. Did I do it right? Yes, I did.
Nice.
Cool. I'm going to go to this layer, make sure I'm working on the right layer. And I'm going to do a little bit of drawing and erasing. So let's make sure I got my gray. And I'm just going to copy that gray. And then I'm doing like a 70% half stroke fill. I'm on the right layer. Yep.
Cool.
And now that I got that as my
I'm gonna pretend like I know what
brush. What'd you say?
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means.
Oh, so what I mean like this fill, it's like 70%
Oh, cool.
This kind of like gradation.
Oh, it just does that for you? That's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've kind of like monkeyed around with some of these like heat tone classics, and you can like make your own presets. So I've kind of like made my own stroke. For example, like if you look at these, like this one, here's you can make your own stroke. So I've kind of like made some custom brushes to do what I want to do. Mostly because I want it to look like a silkscreen print. I want these to look like silkscreen print. I want that noise. I want the sketchiness of it. And for this, like, I actually don't even want to do like this pull. If I want to add highlights, I want to be their own layer. I don't think I want to do the burnishing thing like that because I think the contrast is too strong. By that, what I mean is, I think the gray with like the burgundy, the gray fill with the burgundy stroke looks really good.
Yeah, you like that. It's a good color combo. Cal.
What's up?
Nate says, should Tim throw a kung fu dugong into the mat?
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
sick. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about this guy until Nate said something.
Fair.
But the kung fu dugong is pretty great.
What dugong is like a is that like a manatee?
Kinda, yeah. Here, let me I'm trying to get you a good picture of a kung fu dugong.
You definitely need a sand shrew in this thing. Let's be real.
Definitely a sand shrew, for sure. Tim, I put it into Discord. You can check it out when you like. Definitely a sand shrew. It matches the back of the armadillo.
We need give us sand shrew or give us death.
Yeah.
Well, not death, but you know what I mean. Give us sand shrew though.
Maybe fun.
Come on, just give us a sand shrew, right? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I was gonna say, actually, this is not a great time to say because you're focusing on doing something.
No, I'm really good at talking and drawing. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I like how much you would call like Winota's like pauldrons, shoulder pauldrons are to their animal friend. Like you really make that connection between her like pauldrons and the armor that her animal friend's wearing. I think it's really cool. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, and that's kind of some things you can do when you're making these larger drawings. There's certain things that maybe got lost. You can really make them clear. Thicky. Oh, a sword. And the reason I'm doing this really heavy thing on the sword is so the sword that way it really lives in the foreground. Dang, this looks good, guys.
True.
I don't mean to crank my own hog here, but dang.
I mean,
this is looking dang good.
Like a really cool touch. Like I think the having the sword be drippy towards the end like really adds.
Oh yeah. Kind of gives you that heavy metal magazine vibe.
Yeah.
Any heavy metal magazine enjoyers?
I saw you talking about their stuff.
So,
Oh yeah, they're like show us your art, and I was like, dang, I love it.
Okay.
My brother and I were really big on the metal magazine over here. But my dad was really has tons of them. I was like, whoa, is this what? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's like art smut when you're a kid. It's crazy, dude.
How's your brother doing?
He's doing great. Well, not really. I mean, he's doing great. He is. One of his friends passed away last night.
Oh no.
Yeah. But it's weird. Like my brother's in his scene, his wrestling scene. A lot of people like. I'm not making light of it, but it's like a hard scene. Like there's lots of like people die all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like wrestling. Well, you know this because you follow wrestling, but there's like a lot of death. The mortality rate is super high. It's like every couple months is like so died. And I'm not making. Sorry, I really am sorry you're going through this. I'm not making light of your pain, man. If you're listening, but I'm just noticing, and he's noticed it too. It's just like, man, there is a lot.
Yeah,
it's a rough industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Certain industries.
Nice.
It's one of those industries. It's not a lot of thanks to be had.
No.
Yeah, it's
outside of
interesting,
some
like,
real specific stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just physically hard on your body, you know? Like, you have
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
For real, man. For real. He loves it. You know, he gets to, in his way, he gets to see the world. Japan, Columbus, Ohio, you name it.
Just Japan, Columbus. That's the real world tour.
Melbourne, Australia. You know, Manchester, England. Seoul, Korea, South Korea.
Nice.
And then, you know, a little place called Columbus, Ohio.
I was going to say, he was in Columbus last weekend. We were busy. I didn't get to see him.
Yeah. Oh, he did call you, though?
He didn't call me, no, but...
Oh, okay. I wanted him to call you. I told him to call you.
Yeah.
I should, I haven't actually ever met your brother, I don't think.
Oh, you never met him?
No.
He is a pleasant chap.
Yeah, one of these days.
He looks really intimidating because he has a big beard and lots of tattoos and scars all over his body, and he's 6'3" and 300 plus pounds and looks really intimidating. But he's a really sweet guy.
Nice.
He looks like he's like a bad guy in like a video game or something.
That guy in a video game.
He does, doesn't he? Cal, he looks like a bad guy.
Yes.
He definitely looks like a cartoon of himself. He's got. My man, I love him. Bro. My baby brother.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. He's a big sensitive guy who does like hardcore deathmatch wrestling, which is so funny.
Exactly.
'Cause he's like still my younger brother, and I can you know, like pinch the skin on his underarm, and he's like, "Oh, come on," and, you know,
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Once a brother, always a brother, you know?
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, you flinch. She's like, "Well, everything hurt me." You know?
And then he goes out the next day. He gets on a plane, and then he goes and throws his body into like cinder blocks, and is like, "Woo!"
Right, exactly. But I'm like, I know in real life he's such a little chump. You know, so ridiculous.
Wait, he's your little brother?
He's my little brother, dude. He's so. I know that you think it's like Pokemon because he's bigger than me. He's a higher evolution.
It's like Pokemon.
All right,
You're like,
guys.
wait, how's he little brother? He's tall.
This is so dumb, but it's done. It's not perfect. I'll clean it up later.
Oh, I'm
you
so
do?
excited. Cal, let's see it. It's the spinning bucket, right?
Did you animate the Garfield?
I just made it spin around.
Yeah!
That's all I did.
Whoa! Really?
Oh. Check that. Oh, it morphs into the. It morphs into
Flicks into the ZD.
the CD.
Dude, that's sick, man.
That's awesome. That's so cool. What program are you using to do that?
Oh, literally just Premiere.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a video with a transparent background.
Nice.
But I was
Nice.
flumping around trying to do it in Photoshop for a long time, and then I realized that all of that functionality had been taken out of Photoshop, and it would be a huge pain to do, even if the functionality still existed. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
I can just do real basic keyframing in Premiere.
You want algorithms to do this for you. You don't. You don't want. You have to frame by frame that in Photoshop. That looks great though. I love that.
Thank you. The rotation is like a little bit mirrored from what it actually should be, which is why it isn't perfect. But you know what?
Hey,
For now,
mirror breaker here.
that's
I
what
can
it's.
clearly tell it's a spinning Garfield that turns into a ZD.
You know, what else? What else do you need?
What else do you need? Exactly. What else? What else do you need?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Literally nothing in life, dude. If I could just eat baked ZD for the rest of my life, and
Dude, Big Z. Big Z is good. I think Big Z too is like. Do you remember when I was telling you when I was in the Midwest?
yeah,
I lived in Iowa for a little bit, and I was like trying to explain Big Z to people. They like never heard of it, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like one of the casseroles of your countrymen, of your people, similar to the casserole. I was like, it's like mac and cheese, but spaghetti. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
mac and
like-
cheese with spaghetti.
Oh, casseroles.
Casserole. Oh yeah.
It's just
Let
so.
me translate this to casserole so you understand.
It's just funny to me that you're saying like it's just like an Italian casserole. Like
yeah,
It's like, what if you took
fine.
mac and cheese and you like, instead of there being like a bechamel cheese sauce, it was just spaghetti sauce and then a ton of other cheese on top.
I mean, it's true, right? Like it is kind of a casserole, but at least they would have put it. That's like saying, hey man, like hot dogs, like Western sushi. That's like that part.
Let's go Iowa. So true, Happy Gigi.
Let's go
Any
Iowa.
Iowa fans in chat?
Hey,
We got at least one Iowa fan chat.
Any Iowa? I'm serious. I'm not clowning on Iowa. I loved Iowa. It was one of my favorite places I've ever lived.
Oh, cool. One of
I
my
loved
close
it. Oh, really?
Yeah, he was.
Where in
he was
Iowa was it from?
Shoot, I can't remember exactly where in Iowa he was from, but it was a pretty rural place because his family ran a corn detasseling business.
Oh, yeah.
And-
I knew lots of kids that did corn tasseling.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
this
did
is the
some
thing.
corn
Like,
tasseling in Ohio,
Did you?
Michigan. Yeah,
if you don't
seed
know
corn
what
capital of the world. That's where I grew up, middle of nowhere, Michigan.
detasseling is, but if you didn't grow up in the Midwest, but
Yeah.
that's cool. What is oh yeah, we got someone who detasseled corn in high school.
That was a great high school job. But a lot
Yeah.
of people I know from Iowa did that in high school.
Cal, did you say you grew up in Michigan?
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What is seed corn?
Seed corn is a specific, like it is corn that is grown specifically for more seeds, like to grow more corn. Yes. So,
Can you eat it?
No.
I mean, you probably technically could, but
Oh no, from Tim. Okay.
if you really wanted to, it probably
No.
wouldn't. I would guess it wouldn't be very tasty. But yeah, we lived in a. I lived in a really weird area that was like middle of nowhere, like actually just only cornfields, and yet we still had like 2 Monsanto plants, and then another plant for a company called Pioneer, which was basically just another
You know,
Monsanto.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I would expect to find Monsanto plants.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a field of corn, and then the Monsanto is just in the middle of the corn.
Yeah, that's
I had-
pretty much what it was.
I had a
Plant.
hat when I was in Iowa that was like a hat that had Pioneer. It was like from Iowa Hawkeyes hat that had Pioneer on it.
Nice.
And another one was like a Case IH hat or something. And like somebody one time was just like, "Oh, nice hat for like, yeah, GMO corn. Can't believe you're wearing that hat." And I was just like, "Come on, like I'm like, where was your clothes made? Like, what child in what
Yeah.
country made your shirt? You know what
Also,
I'm saying?
it's not like you're like
Nice
like
diamond. Who died for it? Like, you could play this game all day. Like, how about your phone? How many people in that factory like try to kill themselves? Like,
oh,
get out of here. You know, I'm sorry to be a jerk, but like, we can't just pick and choose about like ethical consumption. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can play that game all day. You know, all day. Like, I'm not, and again, this is not an apologist, but it's just for like factory corn because that shit sucks. But like, but it was also just it's just a fucking hat. Just a hat.
yeah, you can't use it as an excuse to be condescending.
Just a hat with an ear of corn on it. You know, it's just like there are better things to
Better
raise
things-
against.
Definitely a lot
Totally.
more going on out there.
So next in the corner now, we got Kiki Jigi's head. We got a bunch of shit going on.
Nice. I do also love that you can only see like half of Kiki Jigi's head, so I really think
Yeah. We don't. Oh,
that's cool. That's cool.
All right, my wife just got home, so I'm gonna go say hello to her really quick, and then I'll be right
Nice.
back.
no, tell her we say hi too, man.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
I will, of course. I'll say,
Look, Jen, what's up?
Jen, everyone says hi. Get in the chat.
Hello. Hi,
Jen, how's your wife doing? Is she feeling better?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, she got over pneumonia.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to tell everyone in the chat, but yeah,
No,
Jen's
it's
wife had
fine.
pneumonia.
She had pneumonia for a while because she works in elementary schools, and elementary schools are basically just like
For disease, yep.
incubators. Yeah. But she got better. She was like bedridden for like 4 days, and then we were kind of like, maybe we should go see a doctor. So we went to see a doctor, and the doctor was like, all right, well, you take an X-ray, we'll see what it is. If it's pneumonia, we'll give you antibiotics. She took the X-ray, and the doctor was like, this is definitely pneumonia. Like, here's some antibiotics.
Good.
But after she took the antibiotics, she felt better within like.
Yeah, it feels good. Sometimes it's just good to have clarity. Like, oh,
it's very, very she got better really fast, but then she kept like a deathly cough for like 2 or 3 more weeks.
That's me.
That is you. My fiance also just got home.
Yo, what's up? We're glad you're feeling better. Chat is happy you're feeling better.
Tim, while Cal is gone, what is Cal's wife's name?
Jen.
Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I forgot.
It's all good. Jen's cool.
Okay. I met Jen at Cowtown, and shoot.
In the Lumbeth.
Did our cat? Oh yeah, our cat tried to escape. It's okay. We got her back. She always tries to escape.
Trash.
Dude, any cat lovers in chat? Any cat lovers?
Oh no, I've been caught. No, Jen, is that you?
I know. Nasty Nate is a cat lover. Is the Winota mat at the $40 or $50 level? I think it's at any level that gets a playmat.
This is gonna get added to the creative.
Yeah, this will just be part of like the playmat palooza. You know what I'm saying? If it's a playmat tier, you can get it. I'm not trying to dangle any carrots in front of anyone.
You can get this playmat.
Are you talking to?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh, you're streaming.
Say hi to Megan, chat.
Yo, Megan, what's up?
Actually, our apartment smells great.
Thanks.
We're big fans of all of the first wives of Magic the Gathering.
Thanks, Tim. Although we're technically not married yet.
When you do, you can join the first wives.
Yes.
Real Housewives of Magic the Gathering Club.
Our marriage is next August, but also you've been saying, Tim has been saying that Megan and I have been married for like at least 3 months now, which is fair.
While Chen's gone, what's his fiance's name?
Yeah.
Got him.
Thanks, Cal.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. I forget people's name all the time. I get it.
Yeah, I feel really bad. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Just call him Corn Dog.
Yeah, my name's Corn Dog.
Corn Dog. Is that what Cal stands for?
Yeah.
It stands for Corn Dog. If there's any Jens in the chat, can they bring me a beer? This is the real power of Twitch. The real power of streaming.
It's like how Chip is like short for Charles, right? Like Cal is short for Corn Dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just that's how it goes.
Tim just started calling me Corn Dog one day.
Nothing else makes sense.
You told me to call you Corn Dog.
Was it based off of literally nothing, or?
I think it's because I really wanted some porter.
Go on, Cal. Tell him how you got the name Corn Dog.
Sorry, Jen was asking me what kind of beer I wanted. I really wanted a Korean corn dog. I think that's the whole story.
I said go for it.
Okay.
Anyone ever had Korean corn dogs in chat?
I'm a big Korean corn dog enjoyer. Does anyone in chat not named Frog Chin have any questions for Tim or Chen this evening? Anyone at all?
We are joining forces over here, guys. Forces.
We are joining forces. We're joining Chens and Cals in stream hosting and on the playmat. We're joining Kiki Jikis and Ornithopters and
we got Ornithopters. We got Kiki. We got some freaky Kiki Jikis.
Does the giant armadillo bear have a name? Should we give it a name?
Does anyone know the name? If anyone knows the name of the giant armadillo bear,
I feel kind of bad like
do something.
Not calling it like by its real name, you know?
I don't know. They don't tell us that kind of stuff. Wizards will give us a card of it, something.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. If we ever go back to Ikoria.
Mrs. Sabretooth? Is that Mrs. Sabretooth over there? Going upstairs.
Every significant other appearing.
Appearing at the same time.
My dog? Is Tim's dog in chat?
Is that the? Let's get every single partner in chat.
Every single partner in chat.
We got the casting cost. Sometimes you gotta have the casting cost.
Can we get every wife in chat, please?
One beer.
I don't think Megan has it.
One beer for Mr. Corn Dog.
Oh yeah.
Megan does not have a Twitch account. Megan is just trying to get me to unlock the Steam Deck for her.
So we
Video
got
game
this.
time after us.
We gotta get some other characters in here. It's kind of confusing, but I think I like it.
Yeah, no, I think you could just have like a huge mass of characters and like
Yeah. Like the
Right?
and it doesn't like exactly have to be grokkable, but you can look and then you can
I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
yeah, that's Tim. You should put your face in it.
The Horde of Monstrosity. Oh, you actually should put your face in. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
Kind of like you did on that little treasure token.
No many.
did draw a treasure token for one of my patrons with my face on
Did
it.
you really?
Yeah, I really liked that one.
Drawing. Yeah, I was drawing of your face.
You don't. Trust me, you don't.
Of course,
But
man.
Tim, I think you're a cutie.
thanks, man. Appreciate that. You and Mrs. Sabretooth.
Sorry, I think you're a handsome man.
Handsome. There's the. We know who this is right here, right? Oh, Esper.
Yeah, that's us per sentinel, I bet.
Oh, that's a good one.
With his
Little blade. Yeah, the blade arms.
Ethereum blades.
Nate really wants you to add the Kung Fu Dugong, Tim. If you have a
What?
chance.
I don't know what it is. Is it?
Discord.
Will it be canceled or no?
I give you no.
It's just yet another little One Piece character.
Oh, the Kung Fu Dugong. Oh, if it's One Piece, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's a funny One Piece character. Look into the. Honestly, if you draw Sandshrew, this guy kind of fits with the Sandshrew.
You're gonna have Sandshrew and Kung Fu Dugong.
Perfect.
Yeah, Sandshrew and yeah. Nate was also saying that he really wants you on a token, Tim.
You know what? Ask and ye shall receive. Maybe you guys for Christmas this year.
Everyone gets a Tim token.
Everything's Tim token. I told you I printed out stickers of my cat last year and gave all my friends stickers.
Yeah, that's sweet, dude.
Like,
that's kind of like based.
yeah, actually, I gotta start thinking about that for this year because we need a new series of stickers. It's been a whole year of like me obsessively taking cute pictures of my cat.
Dude, cats are cute. What can I say?
That's kind of the problem when
Cats are cute.
you get a cat is all of your like phone camera space gets taken up by pictures of the cat.
Dude.
They just
If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
kind of appear, you know. They just kind of appear.
If spamming my photo reel with pictures of my cute cat is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Exactly.
Dude.
Happy GGS. Has Tim done a Sapperling token? I believe you have, right?
I have. I don't even know if I have any, but if I do, I will look and I will send you. I also, are you looking for that Sapperling Commander from the new set? Because I pulled two of them and I have no intention of playing it. So if anyone's looking for one,
it's incredibly goofy, and I love that.
it's cool. Yeah, I'm down to hook anybody up.
Oh no, we have a question in the chat.
What's up?
From Frog Chin.
What's up, Frog Chin?
Why does the raccoon
Frog.
dog look like he's achieving sexual bliss?
Because it's actually inspired by the Exaltation of Saint Teresa by John Lorenzo Bernini.
Oh, there you go. That's the compositional it's right there. Yeah, look at that.
It's the answer. It's not the answer you wanted, but it's the answer you got.
Look, that seems like a question. That seems like the answer that Jen would want. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Based.
I like the blue. I like the blue and gray. This is not blue and gray at all.
It's like
I like the bluish gray. It really reminds me of our earlier conversation of my favorite Rothko work.
That's where I was going with this.
So what if you hit a Rothko piece in the background?
All right, we can do it.
A big square in the middle of the horde of monsters.
There's just a Rothko painting in the with action with the motion marks around it.
Kung Fu Dugong. How was up? Kung Fu Dugong. How about shout out to Nasty Nate? Nasty Nate is probably one of my favorite UPS driver of all time.
He's definitely my favorite UPS driver of all time.
This is Kung Fu Dugong, this guy?
Yeah,
it's that guy.
Standing, yeah.
No, you should paint the guy next to him that he beat the shit out of. Yeah, Kung Fu Dugong beat someone up.
He's cute.
His little victory pose.
Yeah. He looks glitched out Kozilek. Oh, that sounds really cool, Modfly. I would love to.
Modfly, what were we talking about? Kozilek?
What Modfly's working on?
He is working on a glitched out Kozilek the Great Distortion.
Dude, Kozilek's cool.
Kozilek is a very cool card.
Kozilek's cool. I think a big level up moment for people is like playing for the meta they live in, not for like the meta they see online or something. And my LGS, when I was getting back into competitive Magic, I just like had like so many people, my friends, and Harry, if you're still in chat, one of the best Amulet players in the world. You just got to prepare for the shop, and that shop had there was like several dedicated mill players. You just had to respect it. You know what I mean? You can't like pretend it doesn't exist. You've got to play the mill. And I would just, I always played Yogg in Modern, so I always had endurances, but I started running Kozilek just because you gotta have something. It's mill. It's one sideboard slot, and it saved me a lot of headaches. And I was playing against like Blue Eye Control went down. Like the game went forever, and I just like got the hard.
You hard cast Kozilek?
Yeah, I got the hard cast Kozilek.
Oh hell yeah!
So many dorks and stuff, and
that's
I was just
amazing.
Yeah, Bod, that's sick as hell.
That's Tim. That's a great story. I was playing Modern.
I'm gonna drop this into the DM with Tim so Tim can see it if that's okay, Mod. I assume it's okay.
I was Modern Minecraft, and the guy I was playing against had a single random Emrakul in his deck. I think he was playing what's it called? Like 8-Whack, like the Monterey Goblins.
Oh yeah.
Random single Emrakul because he was like, I hate Mill so much.
Wait, what did he put against 8-Whack? Sorry, my dog is being.
No, he was playing 8-Whack and he had a single Emrakul in for Mill, like just for the Mill matchup.
Yeah, honestly, like if Mill's in your shop, like you gotta have a plan. You have to respect it. They just keep giving Mill cards, I'm
a degenerate Mill player, I've had players sideboard in just their entire sideboard. They just put the entire sideboard to the deck and say, "Here you go."
I gotta say that's actually Yeah, I've actually heard that as a thing from what's his name, Reed Duke. He was the first person I ever saw do that. He was just like, just throw the whole fucking.
Sometimes it kind of works. Sometimes it works. I personally, as a Mill player, think that's actually a bit of a trap. I don't think it actually works, really.
Why don't you think? So you are a Mill player. Why doesn't it work? Let's talk. Let's just do a Mill podcast.
Yeah, I think a lot of times
the Mill show.
Mill kind of Mill snowballs. So like by the time you get to the point where you have enough mana to deploy like a lot of your big Mill stuff, I don't think 15 extra cards really does a whole lot.
Is this a conspiracy by Big Mill? So we stop doing this.
so you stop doing it because I keep losing to it? No, of course not. No, please.
Sure. All right.
No,
Chan.
but really, like because I have been curious. So whenever I play against people who do that, I just think like how many cards are left in your library when one of us wins, and it's often not 50. Like it's often like way more. You know, so it's like worth like making your deck like noticeably worse than the land count.
Right. What would you say is the best new printing Mill's gotten in the last couple years?
Best new printing?
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean,
card?
Phyrexian Jace is pretty good.
Yeah, I think Phyrexian Jace is just a cool card.
Jace is a pretty solid card for Mill.
Oh yeah, true. I was thinking about Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but that's old now.
Also quite good, but that one's a little more deck dependent, right? Like,
yeah, definitely. If you cast that against Tron, it's a joke, right?
Right. Frogtide's kind of big right now, and like Murktide has a really high CMC too.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's like
true.
But yeah, I think generally probably Jace, I guess.
I think that Jace is super cool.
Jace is really cool. I love the idea of using Phyrexian mana to like cast slightly smaller planeswalkers. It's like a really cool mechanic. Yeah. Mill's also Modfly's favorite. Thanks, Modfly. Also the Kozilek that Cal for Diabet is super cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is awesome. I was gonna say, actually, with Oath the Gatewatch when it came out, one of my favorite things about it was how they handled like Kozilek's like art direction. Because it's based anything Kozilek coded in the entire set is basically based off of bismuth, basically.
Oh yeah, a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff is so sick looking.
It's so cool.
Any bismuth appreciators in chat?
Yeah, it looks so cool in the art, and then you kind of realize that, like, oh shit, like that's a real mineral that you can like go out into the real world and find. Like, it's super cool.
Dude, bismuth is cool.
Bismuth is awesome. Let me see if I can just. I'm just gonna put a freaking picture of bismuth. Just gonna put a picture of bismuth into chat.
This is coming along, says me more Victor. You're right. I'm gonna
any rock enjoyers.
I'm gonna just take a quick second to do a quick shill. Hey everyone, if you're watching this, that means you like Winota, I'm sure, and you also like Gold Sabertooth. If you want this Winota Playmat or you want any other Gold Sabertooth playmats, not everyone, but you have a great opportunity to do so right now, and that is the ongoing Gold Sabertooth Presents the Commander Pantheon Kickstarter. It's got 65 hours left. We are currently at $49,212. So we've gone up like $400 since we started the stream. That's pretty exciting.
We're gonna hit. I got a feel we're gonna hit 60,000. We hit 60,000. I will add 2 more playmats.
2 more playmats.
2 more playmats.
Yeah, I'll stream them.
Do you know how many SKUs that'll add to my survey, Tim?
Sorry, dude.
So if you are interested in getting your hands on this playmat specifically, or there are currently 12 other ones. This is number 13, but we have 12 other playmats already in the mix. Give the Kickstarter a look. I just linked it in chat like 2 minutes before my plug. The link's right there. You can click on it. You're an adult.
I don't know much about Kickstarter. I've never done it before. I didn't know what to expect, but I've been so thankful to work with Cal on this. He's been awesome. And Chen, like, I had no idea. And talk about, I've said this before, it's like a meme about male friendship or magic. Sometimes my wife will be like, oh, so-and-so, well, what do they do? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, how old are they? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I'm like, well, they play Malcolm Pettis. Like, I can play that. Like, I don't really. Yeah, I can tell what deck they play, but I don't know much about like the. I didn't realize that Chen like has worked on like Kickstarter campaigns and stuff in the past. And he's just been such a valuable like just like font of expertise, and his help has been so helpful. It's so meaningful. So thanks. Shout out to Chen, dude. Chen is just.
I'm happy to help.
Chen is awesome.
Anything I can.
Well, appreciate you, man.
I also want to mention that 3 of the playmats are exclusive to this Kickstarter. So
that is true.
You better get it now. if you really like Sisei, Yuriko, or Najila, you better get it now.
I guess I better back so I can get the Najila playmat.
If modify that is very fair. Cal, I was gonna say I just put together Najila
Yeah?
after some discussions. Yeah, I have it
Heck yeah.
on me. It's somewhere.
Dude, Nasty Nosh. That's what they call her. Nasty Nosh.
I'm excited. I've been doing some test hands with it. It just seems like fun, you know.
Deck is just kind of sick.
I want to get back to the feeling of smacking my opponents with creatures in Commander again.
That is one of the things that I've really been in. I haven't gotten to play very many like post Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, you know, the latest ban update. But if you can like clear the ROG side check, right?
Right.
The deck has felt so powerful because all of the games just kind of grind to a halt. But do you know what Najila doesn't actually care about? Just
What?
the game grinding to a halt. Everyone else is just like sitting around and you're just like, all right, attack you for 15. Before combat damage, I'm gonna just spend all my mana because it doesn't matter, and I'm gonna manually activate Najila, and we're gonna untap everything. I'm gonna gain 15 life, and we're gonna have another combat step, and I'm gonna attack you guys for 32. You know?
Yeah.
That's it's a good way to end games, I think.
Yeah, I that is one of my favorite things about the deck. Tyler from Play to Win and Brandon, who's on the channel too, make fun of me a lot because I keep playing like non-tier 1 off-meta decks because I enjoy it. And so I actually put the deal together to get them off my back. But I think Tyler was saying like, Chan, based on how many stupid commanders you keep trying to make work off of combat damage, I think you would like Najila. And I was like, you know, it's a good point. Yeah. Maybe Najila is a little stronger than the Raga Draga brew I put together. Or
Wait, Raga Draga, the cruel one? I think that deck is so cool. I'm a bad influence on you because every time you bring up these decks,
I know, Tim, you're too supportive. What are you doing?
too supportive. I don't know.
You gotta be like Tyler and Brandon. Just tell me I'm being dumb.
The truth is, it's just all about confidence. Like, deck choice rarely matters. It's all about player skill. Hate to say it. A bad player won't become a good player by playing a good deck. You know, you become a better player by just being comfortable.
Yeah.
You become powerful by being who you are.
Sounds like all the players are nice until we're in game. Yeah. Yep.
What does Sean say?
I'm also pretty nice in game.
No, he's not.
All new players
are
nice until we're in game. I'm pretty nice in game.
You're not, dude. I've been in games with you.
That was a fun deck because it gave me a real big sense of power, you know, because I'd be like, oh man, I'm passing a turn with like, it gets back to my turn, and I have like 15 cards in hand, and then I still can't win the game. Yeah, that's actually why I dropped it for a while because I kept timing out tournament rounds. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in a super commanding position. I'm definitely gonna win. I can't find any one of the 3 cards that goes infinite with me. Shoot. True. Pinging dorks and watching them suffer is very fun.
Oh, I do have a quick question, Tim.
Yeah, what's up,
are you gonna be able to fit a little spindly Phyrexian Walker in here?
Phyrexian Walker?
Yeah. Thank you, Dan, for the raid of 16. I hope you had a great chat. Not a great chat. Holy moly! Hope you had a great stream tonight.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're kind of putting the finishing touches on this Winota Playmat here. Would you say that is the correct interpretation, Tim?
Oh yeah, we're almost done.
We're getting there.
Check it out. Take a look. I'll get rid of this green nonsense, but there she be.
Can you walk us through some of the elements on the playmat here for people who might not have seen all of it?
Yeah. We've got Winota, big dubs. We got Winota here. She's got her gold tip tooth hat. We got the hold on. That is Hopi Girper. We got Ornithopter. We got Casting Cause. We got Old Raggy. We got Esper Sentinel. We've got Kiki Jiki zooming in on the big old Kiki Jiki head. We've got
Snoopy.
Snoopy. We got Memnite. We got my other little buddy here, which is the Ginger Brew.
Yeah.
Little friction walker scuttling in over here.
And we have Winota's giant armadillo bear. Did we ever decide what it was? Was it an armadillo wolf?
It's an armadillo mammal guy.
Armadillo wolf? Maybe?
I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you.
Welcome, Mishitem. Welcome, Meg. Welcome, Void Prism. Welcome in, everyone. We're having a great time here.
Winota, we got Kung Fu Dugong, Sandshrew, we got her big old guy, they got the matching armor. The friction walker is a hard one to do because it's like,
come on, Tim.
it's not that recognizable,
No,
but
it's like a weird little spindly freak. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
Is this your idea? If it was this Cal's idea, if it was Cal, I'll ignore it. But if it was Chad,
No.
Well,
someone-
someone asked Modfly asked about it earlier. I'm gonna.
Modfly. All right,
It's a metal
this
spider.
sucks. Blame it on Modfly,
It's a
Blame it
metal
on-
spider.
the greatest on card alternist, which is not me. I am not at all. That's why I really respect Modfly so much, because they do something totally different than I do, and I just have nothing but like respect. And I mean that, like, I don't feel competitive with anyone in this sphere. There's so much room to like lift other people up. Like, I got no beef. I'm happy to like shout out lots of other good artists, and Modify is one of them.
Yeah,
Just
right.
like, stuff is awesome, and thankful for all the art they do. Other person too is like, I really love Jacob Parrish's art. I like there's lots of other, and shout out to Mike Sad for his on card alters, and yeah, I got nothing but love and respect for all the other
Hell yeah.
little freakniks out there.
I do have one little suggestion, Tim. It's really dumb. It's really silly.
All right, what is it? Is it a corn dog?
It's not a corn dog.
All right,
It's not
what
a
is
corn
it?
dog at all. So when you're done with the little, I have to think about it in the grander scheme of things. When you're done with the Phyrexian guy, I think you should just zoom out a little bit and let me.
It's a secret idea from Cal.
Cal's secret idea.
No, I don't.
What is it? Just
Come on, man, you got to commit.
I think you could pop a little guy named Tony Chopper either on the back of Winota's big guy or in the press of creatures. But I think that would sell a lot of playmats for you. That's all I'm saying.
2020 Chopper.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me give you a picture
like
of
the
Chopper.
character.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
Let me give you a picture
Isn't
of
he
like
a doctor?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, he's the doctor.
He's a ship doctor. Here, Tim, check Discord. Here's
my
a picture
goat.
of him in this form. Honestly, having someone ride the like armadillo wolf is not a bad idea.
That's my only suggestion. That's all I got.
Tony Chopper.
Yeah, the old guy. Yeah, old Tony.
Yeah, I do that one.
Give me the
Yeah.
pre-time skip Tony.
Time skip Tony with the
I
bandage
don't know
hat.
what you're talking about, but I believe it.
Well, so every major in the middle of One Piece, it's actually past. It is in the before the 50% mark of One Piece now, actually, which is insane.
Oh, Nate says replace the bandage with the eyeball.
Yeah, the X on his hat, replace it with an eyeball. Cook.
We'll do the eyeball.
We're cooking.
Yeah.
What's up? Hey Dan, thanks for chatting. Thanks for the raid as well. Hope stream went well.
Dan, thanks for coming. We were talking about 6 memos earlier and talking about you. So
Yeah, you're reading 6 memos right now, right, Dan? Or were or are? So Tim, in One Piece, at some point in time, like Ichiro Oda, the mangaka of One Piece, basically realized like all of his characters were like theoretically too weak or whatever for the larger world he was creating. So he basically like did a 2-year time skip during which all of the main characters like basically hyper leveled up. But as part of that, he also what?
When are we gonna hyper level up?
Dude, great question.
In 2 years.
In 2 years' time from now, yeah, exactly.
Good. All right. Well, that's good enough. All right. Cool.
But all of the super main characters got like a pretty major redesign after the time skip, and some of them are more popular than others. And Chopper's is a real like hit or miss one for a lot of people because
I like this. I've seen before. This hat is cooler.
Yeah, I like. They made him like a lot more like cutesy, like mascot-y. He used to look like a cute little reindeer that became a human because that's what he is. Everyone
fruit.
What?
Because he ate one of the
he ate the human fruit and became a human. he became a living reindeer. That's his power. Is that he's a reindeer that became a living creature, like a conscious human. Yeah, that's his special power. But he has other stuff going on too. But
Monodon is also requesting a zoom out when you have a chance, Tim.
What's up?
Monodon is requesting a zoom out so you can see the whole thing. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Bring you like the Chopper.
But Chopper went from kind of like looking like a reindeer that's standing on his back legs to kind of going like he kind of looks like a cute little mascot guy now. Which
dude, all right. I don't really like chibi stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a little bit more what he is now.
Even though my cat is named Chibi. Yeah, but I don't.
Dan said that the playmat is rad. I thought you'd want to know that, you know.
Oh, thanks, Dan. Thanks everybody. If anybody has any questions and stuff, please just yap at me. I love talking to you guys. This is awesome.
Cal and I are checking the chat, so I'm replying. I am radiation in the chat.
How big is his head? Exactly. Oh, his little ears are right here. That's cute. His ears are right here.
Yeah. There you go.
There's his ears.
Yeah, I suspect his old hat is actually probably more well known than his new hat. Despite
Well, the new hat just looks like it's too much.
Yeah.
For me, at least.
Man, I've been reading One Piece like since I was in middle school, maybe or something like that.
Sheesh. No way.
I mean, I've been reading it for over 10 years. It's a long.
Still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Oh,
it's a long series.
Cool. I noticed the hat is kind of like a top hat.
Let's see. One Piece started in 1997.
Yep, and it is still going to this day.
One Piece is almost as old as me.
Yep.
That's crazy.
What year did it start?
1997.
When in 97?
When in 97. Let's see. Because you're a little younger than me, right, Joe?
I believe that is correct, yes.
It started July 22nd, 1997.
Wow. Yeah.
Is it older than you?
It is a little bit younger than me.
Only a little bit younger.
I was 12 years old when this came out.
Yeah, I was
an old man.
I was 2. And it's still going. There's the characteristic gold.
I give it a gold saber-tooth eyeball. Nasty Nate for this idea.
Yeah, great job, Nate. Shout out Nate. I think Nate is like Nate and Kev. I think are pretty much the two people that have been here 99% of the time that we've been live for our. I believe this is our third stream.
Yeah, Dio's also one of the
all-time. Dio's been here a lot. I know Dio was here at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if he's here anymore.
Useless comes out. Yeah, we got some all-timers. You know what I want to do for a stream too, guys? I want to start drawing some of the APs on stream.
Oh yeah, some of your little yeah. Well, good news. You'll have about from what I've seen, you have about approximately 1 million of those to do for the Kickstarter.
Oh,
so
okay.
Offering individualized. I was gonna. It was too late, but I was gonna say for Kickstarter.
You would recommend not to do that?
I would recommend definitely not to do that, or at least to restrict it to like a very high tier.
No, here we are.
well, everyone paid a decent chunk of change for the right.
All right.
I'll say that.
Well,
One more request for you in chat, Tim.
Yeah.
what's up?
Do you have any space? Someone is asking for the M11 Sarah Ascendant. So this is the Sarah Ascendant with like the really big like cape.
Oh, the one with the cool hat?
The one with the like crazy cape.
Yeah,
these have been-
let's look it up.
There's only really been like 2 non-secret layer arts of Sarah Ascendant. This is the one that looks, if you like squint really hard, looks kind of like Elishnorn's head.
Yeah, it's a cool headdress.
But yeah, hey, you got a lot of stream material. APs are real fun. So sometimes I get the good fortune of being at the same tournament as Tim, and then I get to like watch him do all his
sling.
all his, like custom requests, and it's super cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun to do on chat because you guys can see how quickly we kind of yank him out.
Yeah, he's
Dude, look at Tony
crazy.
Chopper looking cute.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad it worked out.
It was great. Yeah, good suggestion, Cal.
Thank you.
Cal, you know what? You've got a future in this.
All I've done so far is suggest One Piece characters. That's
But
actually I think I suggested something for the Storm playmat that wasn't a. But we'll see. Dan asks, "Can you ask Tim what his favorite fictional character is and why?"
My favorite fictional character. I really like the uncle in The Buried in the Trees. The uncle who is the beekeeper character I like. But in Calvino's, also like the dog Ottimo Massimo. I really like fictional characters and books I like. Oh,
Tim, I don't think I've heard of any of these characters that you're.
oh, I really like the protagonist in The Mountain Lion by Gene Stafford, one of my favorite books. I don't know. I think about it. I like a lot of literature. I haven't thought too much about it lately. I'm in an art mode. I haven't been drawing much. I had a career in literary arts, but it's not as rewarding. Pretty mean, I gotta say. I'm gonna talk a little shit. I think the book world is like, the people who write are nice, but man, like, it's a pretty like competitive and cutthroat field. You know, people
Really?
are like, yeah, like people
Published?
People are really kind of competitive in like publishing and shit. Really weird. It's super gatekeepy.
Yeah,
If you like
Yeah.
gatekeeping, you will love publishing.
Oh god.
If you like publishing your friends and blowing strangers off, you will. Have I got the field for you?
Yeah.
I know I sound like a jerk right now, but
It's kind of the power of the press, right? Like,
it's just the truth.
if you're the person who's responsible for deciding like what thing gets seen by a ton of people versus just by like your close circle, like it gets your head a little bit.
Yeah, this looks good. That's why I like doing magic stuff. It's like I get to like bring the art straight to the people. Like people can message me directly. I can like know exactly what they want. This looks good. Joining forces. Looking good. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this version and hit select. Oop, nope.
Yeah, I'll link the wrong Kickstarter in chat.
Yeah, my bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
I have 3 separate Kickstarters on my plate. My bad, everyone.
We can do one with a little orangier. That's kind of nice. A little
Ooh.
pinkier for the
Ooh.
two versus the pale. I kind of like it. Yeah, looks good to me. Looks crazy. Looks weird.
Nice.
Joining forces, Winota. What else? Any other text we want to incorporate in this one?
Yeah, I was going to say this one is pretty text free for a gold.
Yeah. It's not too text heavy, but we can add some
Flip
stuff.
six.
I think that's more blood.
What if you wrote "I heart Cal" on it? Is that anything?
I heart corn dog.
I heart corn dog.
Now we're
Wait, maybe that's,
cooking.
maybe that's the name of her friend behind her. Maybe it's corn dog.
Maybe corn dog.
Like a
Could
dog.
be. But yeah,
No.
he's not dog. He's an armadillo. He's an armadillo guy. So we got Winota. She's joining her forces. She costs that. We can put her P and T over here. Sometimes I like putting.
Yeah.
What's her? Is she a 4/4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason.
4/4 for 2.
I played her in Pioneer.
Red.
She
and
is a 4/4 that for some reason also gives the stuff that she cheats into play for free indestructible until end of turn. In case you needed to be reminded that was a piece of rules text on the card.
I forgot.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. But yeah.
Don't
Die in combat.
Eyeball.
Yeah.
IBL.
IBLE. You got it.
That's right, guys.
Yeah.
Nango County. Spelling Bee champ.
New chatter Frog Chin says, give him
Hey,
a
Frog
little
Chin.
name tag.
New
This
chapter.
guy.
Give him a little name tag.
We got it.
Yeah.
No, we'll do some-
I can say, my name is Jeff from 21 Jump Street. Nate, that might be slightly too many words. Does she have any keywords?
No.
No. Because it's just like a really big block of text, right?
Yeah, it's just huge.
He says, I love humans. That's what it says.
Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until the end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Kiss your friend if they're sitting next to you.
Wait, what's his name tag say? I missed that part. I was too busy reading the rules text of
Says,
Winota.
I love humans. They're bonded, dude.
No, just the line, my name is Jeff.
I love humans.
I love humans.
Bonded.
Archen says my name is Corn Dog. Nate says my name is Jeff.
Jeff. Big J.
Nice. Very nice.
He's an armadillo dog, right?
He's like an armadillo dog, something like that. Yeah. Something in the what is it? Lupine family, I guess. Is that what it's called?
That seems correct to me.
Plus an armadillo.
Armadillo is armadillo? A?
Armadillo.
Yeah.
Armadillo. I'm pretty sure.
Armadillo with the A. Armadillo dog bear.
Armadillo dog.
Air dog.
Yeah. That's good. There you go.
Armadillo freak.
It's
Freaky guy.
armadillo non-human who loves humans.
Yeah, I love humans.
I love humans is actually perfect.
What's up?
That's incredible. The
I heart humans.
Our Heart Humans, I love that.
Yeah.
Monon says Armadillo's best album is Donuts.
And on that note, we have to end the stream. Goodbye, everyone. Dan ruined it for everyone.
I actually think we're done. What do you guys think? I think this looks great.
This is
You know,
good.
I think I would personally agree with you.
I do appreciate the Billow reference. R.I.P. Donuts is a great album. Yeah, I think it was great.
Are you guys just saying that because you're my friends and you're on stream right now? Or would you
Yeah.
say-
Bro, this shit is ass. Just delete the whole damn thing.
Okay.
I'm,
There it goes. Gone.
no, dude, this is sick.
No, that's awesome.
You guys saw it live. I did it live. No AI. Gold
Yeah.
Saber 2.
No AI.
He draws it live.
Don't
He
say
draws it live, baby. No AI here. He draw it live.
ChatGPT and said,
Oh,
"Hey,
wait.
please generate a 3-hour
Yo,
long."
Faye Jones, eat your heart out. Faye Jones, eat your heart out. Donato Joncula, what up? Sorry. How shit went down.
Jeez.
All right, the stream's not over until we watch you awkwardly live tweet about it and
Oh, yeah,
carefully
here we go.
select your emojis.
Ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
PNG. Guys, this is how you see the magic happen. Airdrop.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's my phone number on the screen right now.
1-800-69 corn dog. Looks like I'm sharing something. Where is it? Where is it?
Chat,
Shantru.
we have shown you over the last 3.5 hours this extremely sick piece, and now we get to watch Tim broadcast it to.
Now you get to watch old Tim fumble through technology like an old. So here it is, guys. Now we're gonna go to. Here we go. Open up the thing. Here's my Twitter.
Like 3
It
hours
says
ago,
coming together.
talking about
And
like,
then
support.
I'll take our working piece Winota. I'm gonna hit repost,
Full circle.
quote tweet. There it is,
Yeah.
guys.
Wow,
Yeah.
how does he do it?
Another.
I'll do it.
instant-
Winota. Join in. Forces. And what else does she do?
making
And-
people indestructible.
She's joining forces and loving armadillo
Loving
bear
forces.
dogs.
Okay, there you go.
And then emojis, I think we should show that it's Boros. So we will use red and white hearts.
Yeah. Do you have an armadillo
Right.
emoji?
White, red. No, not a chance.
Are you sure?
They hate armadillos.
Armadillo emoji.
Posted. There it is. Boom. It's done. We went from
Right.
that digital asset.
Check it out, chat. There we are. It's done.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it, guys. And we went from this,
Hell yeah. Well, actually,
this
we went
cool
from
drawing,
those to the drawing, and then
and then this. Here we are. And
There
if
you
you're
go.
interested in the drawing, hit up Cal. It'll be for sale. The legacy one, unfortunately, not for sale because it's already been sold. But this one's for sale. If we break 60K backers and backing, I will add another playmat. If we hit 600, I will add another playmat. Okay?
You
I
ready
think that
for it?
works out.
tell all your friends.
All
Or
good.
else.
If everybody in
Love you
chat,
guys. Any other questions anyone want to know? Dio, what's up, dude?
we'll get it.
Frog Chin, riding horses.
Yeah.
Nate Nasty says, Tim, did you get the anime Brimas? Yes, I did.
Riding horses.
Party time.
Oh, we hit Tony 600K. Thank you, Dan.
What did you say?
Modanon says, I'm on my way to donate 600K.
If we hit 600K, I don't know what I'll do.
If we get 600K, Tim has a stroke of happiness.
600. Oh, dude, if you're just joining us, dude, I have the access to foil mats now.
Oh, they're so
Become
cool.
too powerful.
They're so cool.
If we hit $100,000, okay?
In the next 2
If we
days.
literally double everything in the last 60 hours, I will foil the mats.
Yeah.
I'll foil and flock them. There's the Brimaz that you wanted.
Your
Blood
lights are
Pop
turned
go
off.
crazy. Scooter, it would.
Turn that
What's
light
up?
on, young man. We can't see
Oh,
the
I'll put the-
Hermes.
It's dark. It's dark. Oh, guys, we're actually only $250 from 50,000.
Are we really?
I haven't really been checking. Yeah.
Oh
I
wow,
mean,
yeah. No, we went up 500 in the
I
very
was like half
recent.
joking that like we would hit 50,000 on stream, but like we're
Thank
pretty close to
you,
hitting 50,000.
thank you, Dave, whoever you are, for picking up
If,
that collector's box. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. If this looks great to all of you, and
Oh,
y'all
well,
want to
that
play
would be Mishutem, I assume. Thank you, Mishutem. I never know how to pronounce your playmat. Not your playmat. Holy moly, your username. I know we've met and we've interacted online a lot. I never know how to pronounce your screen name.
Oh,
Thank you for the collector box.
dude, thanks
pledge.
for doing this, everybody. We've
Putting
got
us up
Brimad.
to 49,007.
Dude,
So
got the anime Giada. 2 of the starfish guy.
Tell your friends.
We're talking about
yeah.
nearly being at $50,000 on the Kickstarter, and Tim's like, "Hey guys, look at my jumpstart polls."
Check out my sick
Dude.
polls.
Check it out. I got Shroofus. I got double Shroofus. If anybody's looking for it, hit me up. Also, double Scythe Cat Cup and
Hell
get
yeah,
one
Nate.
more from Nasty Nate, dude.
Sidecat Cup seems really good, honestly.
Is it?
Oh shit! Wait, Tim, can I have that one? I actually need one.
You can have it. I'll bring you one.
All right, cool.
Also, I'll bring it this weekend. Is anybody in chat named Useless Knowledge? I picked these up at the card shop for you today.
Ooh.
Shout out to Fiendish Duo. Here's an actual Fiendish Duo card.
Hey, look at that.
If we hit 70K, I will get Fiendish Duo tattooed on my ass. Sorry. Is that a bad word? Can I swear?
Yeah, you
A
can
word.
swear.
I think I already swore.
There are words you can say and words you cannot say, and most of the words that you cannot say are not widely considered to be swear words.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there any? I'm here to answer your question. Let's see. Let's see. Nate Nasty, I up my pledge by 35 from one. Dude, Nate, you're the man. Nate, for that pledge, you will get that Brimaz for free from me. We also got Galta.
New Galta? There's a new Galta?
New Galta, dude.
Oh, shoot.
I'm going to just start giving these away. I don't even know how to do that. We can just have these.
Tim, I got to shout out Chatter Mishutem to you because they did just drop that collector box pledge.
Mr. Tim, did you seriously?
Indeed.
Mr. Tim, all right. Well, we'll add to your collector's box whatever card you want.
Whatever card from the polls that we're showing off right now.
I will give you this goblin. No, Bishop, I thank you so much for joining, dude. We will whatever you want. You want some art or something? I'll throw in a sketch. I'm so thankful for everyone who does that. It means a lot to me.
Possibly interested in the Fiendish Duo because they said
You get the Fiendish Duo. It's good. Cal, throw it in the box. There it is.
Done.
Fiendish Duo. We're throwing it in the box.
Done.
All right.
Where is this shit?
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, this has been great.
We're done.
I gotta move towards
All right,
bed.
I'm sorry I killed
Thank
the
you
stream,
for
though,
watching,
you.
everyone. Somehow, this is our peak viewers for the evening, as best as I can tell.
Yeah.
We've
This
is
gone
peak
entirely
viewers?
off the
Sorry,
rails.
This is a peak. We have 34.
Tim, did you just say we're getting started?
No, I feel like I'm just like I'm killing stream right now in the bad way.
On.
No, you're
Bombing.
You're bombing. No, it's great. It's fine. All right. Thank you for joining, everyone. I will do one last fun little plug here on our way out. Of course, we are here, as I'm sure you know, for Tim's Kickstarter, which this Winota playmat that we just picked up, you just watched being drawn. It is now available as a part of this Kickstarter back at any tier. It'll be available for you. I'm gonna get the graphic here up on the Kickstarter as soon as
You want to buy the drawing? You can buy the drawing.
Yep, exactly. As soon as Tim shoots that over to me, I'll get it up. You can back and you'll get it in the mail. It'll be sent to you. Sometime before Christmas. So
my goal is before Christmas. I've got I've got Kev helping. I got Chad helping. I got Nate and Nate. I just volunteered you, but I know Tyler said he would, and I know.
I do think we just lost Tim. That's a little awkward. Oh, no, that's a me internet issue. Oops. Yep. Well, I don't know what happened, but it seems that so it seems it's not a me internet issue, but Tim and Chen's audio is gone.
Cal, I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, I guess Tim. Anyways, all right, guys. So you heard it here first. When we reach $120,000, Tim will show his feet. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for all the followers we got. I know Tim wants to keep this up, and I've got plenty of time. So, hey, thanks for watching. I'm sure. Set the date, Nate said, for the AP stream. We'll figure that out. We'll announce it when we've got it figured out.
The Gold Sabertooth socials, and you'll know.
Exactly. Chen, do you have anything to leave our watchers with?
Thank you for backing Tim. Tim's a real great guy. His art is super cool. Thank you for being here. I've had a great time. I hope you have too. And getting to see this piece come from a blank piece of paper all the way to a fully digitally realized thing is a real special treat. So
I definitely agree. And Tim, do you have anything to leave the
just thank you
with?
so much. I love all my Saber Cubs and people who've been supporting. I'm super grateful to all of you. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for your commitment and support. My ability to produce artwork is directly proportionate to the support I receive from all of you. So thank you for keeping the lights on here and keeping me drawn. I love doing it. So more to come. We hit. I will add stretch goals forever. It's so much fun. So it's like a fun little mini game. So I love doing it. So if there's any mats you would really like to see, haven't seen before, hit me up. Let me know, and we'll try to add them to the stretch goals. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I've been your annoying host and rotating ZD animator, Cal. Thank you so much for watching this fine evening. This is a felt storm playmat. Goodbye.
Isn't that cool? Bye-bye. Let's go raid somebody.
Night, folks.